I'm going to knock on wood. This screams a gem by Casey Mize.
It really does, doesn't
Screams
it?
a gem by Casey Mize.
It's just setting up. First game back, he was all right.
He
gave
was
up
shitty and
4
poopy.
runs, struck out 7 in 4.
That's true.
You like that? It wasn't.
You like that?
He was just shitty. I wouldn't say he's shitty poopy his first game back.
Poopy shitty.
So now you clean it up a little bit. In enemy territory, division rival.
Against Cole Reagans.
Yeah, dude.
Yikes.
Yeah, that kind of
Don't like this matchup.
turned me off.
Hey, we said that about Lugo yesterday.
Hey, that's
we got
true.
after Lugo yesterday.
That's true. I'm ready for it.
How many games left?
I'm ready to be
11
ready
games,
11
one and a
games.
half games back. And I want to say this. I know we're going to get into the Tigers a little bit later, I hope, but I tweeted something yesterday. A month ago yesterday, August 16th, we got shut out by the Yankees to go to 49-54. Yesterday, a month later,
Tell them.
we come back from a 4-run deficit
Yeah.
to beat the 80-win Kansas City Royals.
Hell yeah.
To put us 1.5 games back and
that.
6 games over 500. Or what's the math? 5 games over 500. This turnaround that has happened can't be understated.
No.
What AJ Hinch, Chris Fetter, those players, what they have done is legendary. And if they end up making the playoffs, it's going to go down in history, this comeback they made.
Yeah.
It's like the
Unreal.
2011 Cardinals.
We don't like talking about that team.
But I'm just saying.
What the fuck, man?
That's what it reminded me of. How about this, Chris? Put up a poll. All right, we'll let the people decide. You want Tigers talk now? Or do you want Tigers talk later? Put up the poll, Lions, Tigers. We'll get that in. But in the meantime,
Oh, my.
Jimmy Iovine time. Yeah, they're out there today. Primetime Kirk Cousins.
He's the baddest for sure.
I turned that game off. I thought the Eagles had that one wrapped.
Hey, anything can happen when Chauncey Gardner-Johnson's on the team.
Dude.
Jesus.
You're going to lose.
Is that who he scored on? Drake London?
No.
Okay.
No, that was on Darren
Darnell
Slay.
Mooney.
But
Oh, yeah, that was on Slay. He tweeted that.
shout out to my guy, Drake London.
Yeah.
Won me that matchup with that touchdown. I was down 2 points.
Wow.
Yeah. Going into the last game, I was down 25.
Yeah.
I had Jake Elliott and Drake London. He had Kyle Pitts.
This year's so weird,
And I
man.
ended up winning by like 3.
So weird. We got our power rankings coming up today's show too. This is like the least comfortable I've ever been with the power rankings I've ever made in my life. Like it's this year,
it's
I don't know
only
what to
2
make of the
games
Eagles.
A lot
I know.
of teams 1-1, fellas.
Yes.
Weird win.
A lot of good teams. A lot of good teams 0-2.
Around the league later.
Weird.
Weird.
Around
Yeah, there's like
the
5
league.
teams. I don't know if they're good or bad. I mean, you look at the Saints, the Seahawks. Are they good? The San Fran.
The Steelers.
Yeah.
Like the Steelers. Shit,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. This season's weird. It's bizarre.
Yeah, I heard somewhere, I forget which podcast I had on, something came on after the Lions video today, and the Saints are like 13 of 13 on offensive drives.
Yeah.
Granted, the first game was against the Panthers. Shitty poopy Panthers,
poopy
some may say.
Panthers.
And the second game against the Cowboys,
We
but the
may say.
Cowboys, I mean, the defense was supposed to be, no, actually, they lost, that's the new head coach of the Commanders.
Yeah.
What was his name? I can't think of it.
Dan Quinn.
Dan Quinn, that's
They
right.
lost Dan Quinn, and he's one of the best defensive coordinators, if not the best defensive coordinator in the NFL. We saw what he did in Atlanta. We saw what he did, or not in Atlanta. Where was he before? Because he was the head coach of Atlanta.
He was head coach of Atlanta. He was
somewhere before.
Seattle.
Seattle.
He was the
when
Legion of
was in
Boom.
Seattle. We know what he did there. Obviously went to Atlanta, lost Kyle Shanahan, but the defense was still damn good. And then he took over in Dallas, and they've been lights out ever since. So, yeah, Dan Quinn is a damn good defensive coordinator. He's one of the best defensive minds in football, and they're missing him dearly.
My bad. I was just checking out the poll. Oh, Chris, of course you put Pistons in there.
I do have
course
to.
you
More
Actually,
votes
that
than
one.
expected.
Before we talk about Lions or Pistons or Tigers or whatever we're going to talk about, we got to talk about Diddy.
Who?
Because
Talk about who?
Diddy.
Oh, yeah.
Did you his
We got a video.
castle got raided?
Again?
1,000
Run the video.
bottles of
Run the
baby
video.
oil seized from Diddy's
Spoiler
residence. Run this, Chris.
As part of this investigation, in March of this year, special agents from HSI executed search warrants at Combs' residences in Miami and Los Angeles. They also executed a warrant for Combs' electronic devices. During those searches, agents seized evidence of the crimes charged in this indictment. They seized firearms and ammunition, including 3 defaced AR-15s and a large-capacity drum magazine. They also seized evidence of the freak-offs. electronic devices that contain images and videos of the freak-offs with multiple victims.
This is fake, right?
No.
And they seized cases and
from
cases
the
of the kinds
DOJ?
of personal
This is
lubricant
fake.
and baby
This is
oil
real.
that Combs' staff
He
allegedly
says
used to
freak
stock
offs?
hotel rooms
Freak
for the
offs.
freak-offs. More than 1,000 bottles altogether.
Looks like he's trying not to smile almost. Even say doing
He
it.
said freak-offs like 5 times.
That's
But
what
yeah,
I guess that's what they're calling him.
Diddy is a fan. He's a fan. He's
He
a fan.
He a fan. He a fan.
1,000 bottles of baby oil.
Caleb might be a fan because he asked, "What did he do that was illegal?"
I mean, that's just not true. You can't pin that on me. I'm
Caleb's
already
like-
having a rough week. I'll be the one to say
oh,
it.
you
will
nine.
for
I went
one.
0-9. I went 0-9, which is extremely hard to do.
That is very hard to do.
It's
You
way-
basically hit a 9-leg parlay.
Yeah. If you would have
Fade
taken all
Caleb.
my picks, you're a
Hashtag
millionaire
fade
right now.
Caleb.
Hashtag fade Caleb.
Crazy. Yeah, not great.
You should
Caleb
have
wants to know,
been,
what did the man do that was illegal?
you should have been in the suit all week after that one.
That's
0 for 9
true.
matchup.
That's right.
Yeah, she got a second in the suit for that.
It's tough.
0 for 9 is insane.
For sure, the
that-
first time it's happened on this program. Not gonna lie.
Like that's
Yeah, no,
really
it's-
bad.
It's like tough to do.
Oh no, I get it. Look, it's definitely embarrassing. It definitely it hurts bad.
I'd be
but-
more proud. Like,
No, dude.
No, you wouldn't.
you know,
No, you wouldn't.
it hurts more.
Yeah. Oh, hurts.
No, did
bad.
that hit the
It
pride.
hurts. Yeah, definitely. Because I pride myself to be a relatively decent gambler. Not anymore. You could take that title away. Because that's just ridiculous.
Back on the horse though.
Well, it's crazy though. Last night, the fashion you went 0-9 was like the craziest way.
Yeah, insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We teased it yesterday too. Like, oh, everyone fade the Eagles, fade the Eagles. We actually
They
meant
had
it, I
it for a
guess.
sec. They had it. I don't know. I would rather.
Did
go
you have like a
0-9.
glimmer of hope when you saw
Yeah,
the
who were
Eagles
you rooting
win?
for last night because of that?
I had Bijan anytime touchdown. That was my only bet of the day. Did he score?
You
No.
did- no?
Who'd you want to win?
I honestly, I didn't really care. I think it. It was more funny.
You jinxed Bijan.
It was more funny if Atlanta won, which they did, because I think going 0-9 is way cooler than going 1-8.
Yeah, for
Like-
sure.
Yeah.
Like if an NFL team's 1-8, they just suck. If they're 0-9, they're like legendary.
History. Yeah. History's being
should
made.
call him-
This is gonna go
Everyone
down
will
in the
remember
record.
that
Wilson.
team. Huh?
We should call him Wilson
Wilson?
because he's 0-9.
Did you get that one?
Owen Wilson.
Oh, haha. Did you get it first? I
No,
didn't.
I didn't get it. But nice, dude.
Yeah, 1-8. You just would have been another guy. But 0-9.
Yeah, but 0-9, I'm in the history books for heavyweight.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
Come
First
on,
week
man.
of pick 'em ever.
Are you?
That's
So
honestly
can
impressive.
we test the theory next week and have you bet against the Lions?
He
No,
does
because
not
then
do
that will
that.
go against my record because they're dubbing on Sunday.
Yeah.
Caleb also
Probably
does.
should have said that.
Never bet against the home team. Caleb
I
never
bet
does.
against. I will never bet against the home team ever.
It's
Learn
going to
that.
be a good game, man. I'm telling you guys.
Yeah, it is.
Me at the London.
But
yeah,
really, the Diddy
Leo
shit
Cromartie.
is crazy.
That's
That
insane.
is.
He's the fan of fans.
So I looked it up
Captain-
after Caleb asked me, like,
Captain
what did he do
Flynn.
that was
How was it
illegal?
modeled?
And I was,
unreal.
it's sex trafficking, I guess.
Caleb just didn't. It sounds a lot like what I do on the weekends. This is
I
what
was gonna
Caleb
say
said, yeah.
it sounds like a good time. I mean, what's going on? No, I guess he'd have like prostitute or I don't know what they're classified. I gotta look into this. This shit's crazy.
All these
but he would just
celebrities.
make them fuck for like days straight. Put them on drugs, just make them fuck like days straight, and then he'd order in like IVs. He had like all like the medical records and like location and just yeah, bro.
Bro, no way.
Swear to God, and he would just he would do his thing.
They would just be in a room banging for 3 days. and
I'm
he'd just,
so
like,
curious.
Periodically walk in, like, anybody thirsty? Like, need some more oil? Anybody? No? Okay. Like,
The other thing too is, are they getting paid or they just?
please, no,
it sounds like they're like free to
no.
go afterward. But okay, actually, prostitution's illegal.
yes.
Okay,
Except in Vegas.
but if he's not fucking them,
You're still paying them to perform sexual acts.
porn people do that.
I
I think you're on
Gray
something,
area.
Caleb. I think you're on something.
I think that's what Diddy was doing, was walking
Freaky
around.
ass.
Diddy was probably walking around room to room like, okay, this is the one I want to get. Like he was probably picking and choosing. He had the oils ready to go. It was crazy. There was one time actually when I was doing back my Target days, there was like this girl, and she would regularly get like insane amounts of baby oil, like just disgusting amounts of baby oil. Like
Maybe
I'm
she was a
talking
Diddy-
carts full.
Wait, she would get paperwork, you said?
No, like baby oil, like carts full of baby oil. Like imagine a Target shopping cart full of baby oil. I don't want to say her name, but I would know her name because I used to do drive-ups, and when I would walk, I'd see it, I'd be like, oh shit, we literally have to grab a cart.
She
because
hot?
No, not at all. Which made it very
Oh
weird.
man.
Made it worse.
Pro
Yeah.
all day.
So like,
Gotta be.
who's worse, Diddy or R. Kelly?
Oh, R. Kelly.
Oh, we don't
Underage
know
minors.
shit about
oh,
Diddy
yeah, what
yet.
the fuck?
Yeah,
We don't know
He
shit
was
about
peeing
Diddy.
on people.
They were. Yeah.
This is, I mean, from my understanding, I don't know the full story.
I feel like there's going to be a lot more to come out with Diddy.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah.
No Diddy, but like I think we're going to see a lot more to unfold. The story is yet from finished.
So Meek Mill is Meek Mill officially Freak Mill now too?
I mean, yeah, I think he's been Freak Mill, right?
Yeah, I guess it's kind of confirmed now that Diddy's like actually got arrested.
I need you to go down to the Bronx and give me the breast milk of a Cambodian immigrant.
This is why I think the Deshaun Watson
drink
stuff
the
is.
finest breast milks.
I guess I shouldn't be speaking out of that because it could be.
No,
victims.
Deshaun Watson is a freak too. You
Yeah,
see
but I'm
him
just saying
doing
like,
interviews
there's no
with, like,
criminal shit from that. I'm
He
saying
did
it's all
like
civil.
interviews with Mia Khalifa and shit.
What do you say?
He did like interviews like Mia Khalifa and like
I would do that.
yeah, but he's freak. You're only a freak.
There's-
You're a freak too. Like,
Yeah, I'm a freak. Freak, yeah, and 69 got. Also, what the hell was I about to say?
Do you have your
There was another
passport?
video floating around too
Did you get
of
your
some guy in the
shots?
interview saying how like he walked in a room at Diddy's place and Trey Songz was just sitting on Diddy's lap.
Oh, yeah,
making
Fousey.
out with him.
Fousey said that.
What?
He said like one of his friends went to a Diddy party and they
Trey Songz?
Trey Songz was sitting on Diddy's lap and there's kiffing.
I mean,
I don't know.
Let's not make sure that we're talking like Diddy's clean here on the whole minor allegations, that whole Justin Bieber thing of the past before
That
he
is
was
true.
even
Fair.
18. Like, that
What
guy
was-
is not
what
in the
was that?
clear. He like took him in like before
get
he was
your
like right when he was
passports?
famous and had him like stay at
Do
his
you
house
have
for a
your
few days.
shots?
And obviously we're hearing what's going on at Diddy's house right now. Not good. Not a good look. This is
Yeah.
horrible. Fucking Hollywood, dude. Horrible.
I do have a friend
and
who
you know, LeBron said it. LeBron James, quote unquote.
ain't no party like a
Ain't
Diddy
no
party.
party like a Diddy party.
But that's a Diddy party. He's at a freak off. It could
I
be two
mean,
separate events.
I feel like the freak off.
It's a Diddy after
Yeah,
party.
it's a Diddy after party. Yeah, it's like he scouts the coverage at the party and
Yeah.
then invites the targets to the freak off. A DOJ guy is saying freak off
It was awesome.
7 times. That felt like AI.
Yeah, we need that as a drop. Freak off.
Freak off.
That's what Hutch is doing.
Hey,
Four
you
and a half
better
sacks.
freak off, buddy.
That boy's freaking off.
It sounds like something like a middle school white kid would say. Hey, freak off, buddy. Hey, leave me alone. Why don't you just freak off?
Yeah, someone you meet in the house or you bump into him.
Yeah.
Get the freak off me.
Get the freak off me, bud. I'm gonna call my dad. Freak off, dude.
Real quick, speaking of Aiden Hutchinson freaking off.
Cat Williams did tell us all.
Yeah,
Burning
he
Issue
did.
said that. We thought he was crazy. Look at Cat Williams. You think Cat Williams is like the Boeing whistleblower? Like somebody's gonna get him before.
That Boeing shit's crazy.
That dude.
Don't, there's two things real quick.
I don't even want to bring that shit up. 'cause
I have one friend
you
who
bring
actually
up
got upset
Boeing,
that I
you
said
end
his
up
name
dead.
previously last time I brought this up, who went to, out to California to try to be an actor, and then he was offered a role, but he had to do some things for the role, and he was like, oh, all right, came back here, started training like martial arts, because he's like, if that ever happens to me again, I'm killing that person on the spot. I'm, oh, that's crazy. He told me this story with like tears in his eyes. I knew he was like dead ass serious. And then the other story I was gonna say too is what's the other part of it, man? God damn it.
Hey, freak off, man.
Freak off. Maybe it was Aiden Hutchinson. Aiden Hutchinson going against another backup tackle this week, by the way, in the Arizona Cardinals. Like not a questionable fella. The fella's on IR.
R. Kelly's gonna get free or not R. Kelly.
What?
I don't know why I said R. Kelly.
Why are you laughing?
Because I was thinking of Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray's gonna freak off, man. I don't know why I said R. Kelly. Got piss on the brain or something. I don't know.
Piss on the brain.
Let's go to break. Let me tell you about Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness, the home of the judgment-free zone where anyone, and we mean anyone, can feel comfortable and work in fitness excellence. They have everything you need, and you can get a full body workout for 30 minutes and have fitness training included for free. You can get to the upgraded version, which is the black card. Get use of amenities like hydro massage, total body enhancement. You can get access to over 2,500 locations around the world. Upgrade to the black card. It's the best, I'm telling you. Join in club or online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Planet Fitness, you can get everything you need for just $1 down.
Try out Planet Fitness and dang, they got lots of equipment.
Not me getting a Planet Fitness membership just for the 24-hour perk.
Hey, y'all better get on these free fitness training sessions from Planet Fitness.
Did y'all know that the PF app has workouts you can do at home? Cheapest therapy I can find is Planet Fitness.
Join Planet Fitness today and get everything you need for just $1 down. $15 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends Thursday, July 18th.
Can't get enough Lions coverage? Make sure you catch all Woodward sports shows every game day. Wake up with Woodward and Maine, giving you the latest insight into the Lions locker room and press conferences. Then join the Lions pregame show, highlighting key matchups, injuries, and what to watch for during the game. Follow all the ups and downs of the live game action with our Woodward Watch Party live on YouTube and woodwardsports.com. After the game, check out the instant fan and host reactions with the Lions postgame show. Every game, it's wall-to-wall, kneecap-biting, high-fiving, chest-pumping Lions coverage.
Hell yeah!
Only at Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Woodward Sports, let's go!
Freak off. Hey, wife, freak off.
Come on, man.
I want to tell my wife to freak off.
I'm trying to pay some bills right now. You caught a freak off by your wife?
Freak off.
You can check out your search history and now you're in trouble. Contact Kevin and Catherine at KDK Law. They've been 10-plus years of experience, 24/7 availability. Scan the QR code above my head or dial 248-971-0476. Whether you're dealing with divorce, child custody, or visitation, Kevin and Catherine got your back. Just tell them the Heavyweight sent you, and they will pay your first-time filing fee.
Tell your wife to freak off.
Freak off, man.
Freak off, man.
Hey, Supremacy. Freak off,
Freak
man.
off. Just leave me alone, man.
All right, with the chat vote, Tigers or Lions? Ooh, it was kind of close.
Lions by 11%. And
Lions
I think
by
that
11%.
it's that 10% right there that Chris threw in the Piston talk. So, but the chat has spoken.
That is a temper. That's like when they have to vote. Your grandparents get pissed off at you for voting for like some random guy.
Yeah.
That's the
like it's your fault.
What was his name there? We grew up. He was really popular. What was it, like Ralph Nader or something? I don't know. Something like that. There was like some third party.
Something Madoff? Ralph Madoff? I don't know.
No, Ralph Nader. Like I don't know.
No, it's this rich ass guy that ran for president like every single year. Dude, fuck these chairs. Freak off, man.
Freak off, chair.
Yo, is Bryce Young cooked?
Bryce Young.
We'll get to that.
I don't know.
later.
You tell us.
Get to that later. All right, we'll save it for later. All right. It's time for the Detroit Lions. I'm just kidding. The NFL Power Rankings. I'm just leave it like this, bro. I'm fucking tired. All right, who goes first?
I'll go first. All
right, Bryce.
Chris, you can throw mine up there. The NFL Power Rankings, again, weird to do week 2. A lot of weird, freaky things happening in the NFL. But
whoa!
Here we go.
Oh!
Here we go.
Wow!
Let's go.
That's a low price.
Wow, that's a low price. Hey, freak off, man. At number 10, I got the New Orleans Saints. I know they went up against shitty poop Carolina and then Dallas, but they're still 2-0. They look good. They're doing a lot of things. Their offense is humming, so I got them there. Number 9, I got the Baltimore Ravens. Like they still, even though they're 0-2, they still got to be on the list. Like they're still a good team. They'll shake it off.
Over the 2-0 Saints.
At number 8, I got the
They lost to the
Seattle Seahawks.
Raiders.
Yeah, I know.
Raiders.
I like the Raiders, though. I mean,
so why? I mean,
the Raiders aren't better than the Ravens.
I mean, they got a better record.
They do.
And they beat them.
So you think the Ravens? So they're a better team?
Justin Tucker's cooked.
So they're a better team?
The Raiders?
Yeah.
The Ravens? Sunday they were.
Okay. All right. And then I got the Seattle Seahawks at 8. Again, another 2-0 team. You put them up there. They're looking good on both sides of the ball. At number 7, I got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I still think the Lions are a better team than them. Unfortunately, we did not take advantage of that when we could have. We dominated that team. We sacked them 5 times. We almost doubled the total yards. We had the ball almost twice as long as they did. We lost that game, but I still think we are a better team. At number 6, I got the Pittsburgh Steelers. Look at that. Alone in first place of the AFC North. Pittsburgh Steelers. Wish somebody listened. No, the Steelers, they look pretty good.
Take the victory lap. Come
They
on now,
look
why
pretty
not?
good. They look pretty good. I like them a lot this year. George Pickens looks good. Justin Fields getting wins still. Like, surprise, surprise, you can make the playoffs with Kenny Pickett and Kyle, whatever his name is, Rittenhouse. and
Wrong Kyle.
And when you put Justin Fields or
George Pickens,
or Russell Wilson in there, they're going to be better. Like, surprise, surprise. At number 5, I got the San Francisco 49ers. Dealing with the injury of Christian McCaffrey, that's going to be tough for them, but I do think they'll be able to keep the ship afloat. That offense is a machine, and it really operates with whoever is inside it. At number 4, I got the Detroit Lions. I knocked them down a couple just because, I need to see it out of the offense. I'm not worried. I'm not freaking out. I just need the offense to wake up. And number 3, the Buffalo Bills, man. Like, who didn't know that the Buffalo Bills were going to be a juggernaut again this year, right? What kind of idiot said that they wouldn't be good and win their division?
Who?
Me. Definitely me.
What team?
Bills.
I said that as well.
Yeah, the Bills, Josh Allen is being Superman. He is being Josh Allen, and their receiving core doesn't look nearly as bad as we thought it would.
It's really just Josh Allen.
The defense is looking
Cook.
pretty good.
James
Cook had an insane game.
Is cooking.
He is cooking. And then at number 2, I got the Kansas City Chiefs. Obvious reasons. Number 1, the Houston Texans.
Who the Texans beat week 1?
The Colts.
Yeah, Colts.
Yeah.
Bruh, Chiefs got to be number 1.
I got the Texans. I think they're better all
Just out quality of victories.
Real quick, I understand why you put them at 1. That Houston, I know they didn't blow out the Bears, but they looked fucking good. Yeah.
At times, yeah.
That defense, everything, dude. They got after Caleb Williams.
They were fucking knocking the snot out of that
Yeah.
kid. Yeah, you see, I should have sent to Chris. Caleb Williams grabbed them in, or
Mason Rudolph. That's who it was. Yeah, same thing.
C.J. Stroud grabbed him.
Kyle Rittenhouse.
And he's giving him advice after the game, and he hit one of those after. Caleb Williams did. I'm like, fucking. I don't know if he's just pissed off because he's lost. I guess I could understand that.
Yeah.
Or is he like an arrogant piece of shit?
No, I think he was just mad he just lost.
I'll get the picture for you guys. Maybe we can play the video. All right. As always, the correct power rankings next. Can't see Chiefs number 1.
Whoa! We have
The Ravens, I can't put them in my top 10 at 0-2, man. That's
The Vikings.
The Vikings, bro.
What?
You think the Vikings are a better team than the Ravens?
The Vikings are 2-0. Maybe.
I know.
Maybe. They beat the San Francisco 49ers. I can't just sneeze at that.
That's true.
That's a hell of a victory.
We
got the biggest Vikings fan in the building right now.
High on them before the year.
Are they in
Who
your
the
top
hell?
10? Would you have them in your top 10?
I know Sam Darnold looks good, boys. Sam Darnold looks
the
good.
Ravens were your number 1 team. Are they out of the top 10?
No, they would not be at all. I would definitely have the Ravens within the top 10, but this is your power list, so I'll let you go through it first. But I do like that the Vikings are in it.
Vikings made an appearance, number 10. I said it before, too. The last segment you guys missed. I didn't love this power rankings at all. The NFL's in a weird state right now. I cannot wait for some tiebreakers to go on in terms of records. But, Kansas City Chiefs number 1. Obvious reasons. They went and beat the Baltimore Ravens. I think that's a tougher W than anything that the Texans have cashed in. But the Texans are still my number 2 team. I like C.J. Stroud. Nico Collins just took it up another notch. And that's actually to you real quick, Nick.
Dog.
Another nod to you because that was your boy.
Yeah.
We did the wide receiver draft. You were loving him on him hard, so he's looking the part. 6'4", 6 foot. How tall is he? He's 6'4", isn't he?
Yeah.
He's
doing it all.
Yeah.
He got in a fight in the middle of that game, and then the next play was like a touchdown play, on that dude, on Stevenson. I'm pretty sure it was. He's an absolute beast. Buffalo Bills are my number 3 team. The Detroit Lions over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I know, and the same thing as Smitty said. I know they beat us. 400 plus yards, of offense. The 2 turnovers kind of killed us. The kickoff the field goal before halftime kind of killed us. The Detroit Lions are a better team than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We just kind of shot ourselves in the foot. The Bucs are still a tough team. They're a scrappy team, obviously, and that's why they're sitting there at number 5. The San Francisco 49ers would have been higher on my list had they not just lost Deebo Samuel and Christian McCaffrey.
Damn, Deebo's out?
Yeah, Deebo's out. Christian McCaffrey out.
Calf.
Yep. So I think they'll still be good, but they won't be within my top 5 good. At least that's why I assume. The Saints, man, they may not be here long, but they're there for now. My number 17, 2-0, 13-13 on offensive drives.
No Saints, huh?
No Saints?
Number 7.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck is going on? You got piss on the brain, boy? The Philadelphia Eagles, one of the most confusing teams to me, man. They're absolutely stacked everywhere, and somehow just can't dominate teams the way they should be. I'm just going to blame Nick Sirianni for now, but they're still in my top 10. The Los Angeles Chargers, 2-0, Jim Harbaugh. Goddamn. He just
been on my list.
He just does it. He's got a fucking little pixie dust. I don't know how he does it.
They played 2 bad teams to start the year.
That's fair. Who they played the Raiders first time?
And
who beat the Ravens?
And the Panthers.
Shitty poopy Panthers.
Yes. Yeah, the Raiders looking kind of tough. Do you see Antonio Pierce?
Weird.
Did you see Antonio Pierce celebrating that W?
Yeah, with the GM.
He's punching his shot like he's gonna beat his ass.
Somebody said Raiders were gonna be second in Division 2. Got clowned at on this show. Weird.
The Chargers are looking good right now.
I remember, and I probably clowned him because we're 2 games in, brother.
Hey, I'm just saying.
This is what.
Who else did? So you got Raiders, Chargers. Who else?
Chiefs and Denver.
Oh shit, they might.
Bro, no one clowned you.
You
for
guys
saying
all
they'd be second.
I probably definitely did.
You'd have to cut that tape.
You
brother.
guys all clown.
Because that division's ass.
You guys all clown.
I'd be outside of the Chiefs. That division's ass.
No, I think I was with you because I was not high on.
By the way, the Chargers are 2-0 too.
Yeah, Raiders are better.
Oh, actually, the Raiders are 1-1.
Yeah,
Raiders
Chargers
are
are.
What are you victory? They've won 1 game.
You just said, the Raiders are looking pretty good this year.
No, they're looking tough.
Tough enough to be second in that division.
Your victory lapping 1-1 Raiders is crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. I also don't remember anyone picking on you. Out of those 3 shitty teams, you could tell me one's the best, and I wouldn't blink an eye at it.
I did for sure, because you guys were like, with Aiden O'Connell, and then Gardner Minshew started the next preseason game, and they announced him as a starter. I was like, ugh.
No one gave you backlash for that.
100%. 100%.
You are
100%.
You're Tom Bradying it. All right, find the tape. Someone find the tape.
So, fellas, Lions both out of your guys' top 3, was it?
Hey, Detroit Supremacy, you want back in? Find that clip.
It was when we did the AFC North, or AFC, what is it? South?
It's AFC West.
AFC West rankings.
I don't know, bro.
I know. I was there.
I don't think
Gideon's been denied bond.
I was there.
Who would tell? Oh, yeah, that's crazy, by the way, to be denied bond. Well, he has enough money to fly
Did he
away.
got denied bond? Yeah. What? No shit.
Because he can fly. I don't know why he was chilling in America the first time when they started raiding this shit, bro.
He's an idiot.
Where's that one guy? The old movie producer? Polanski or whatever? Roman Polanski?
This is all the
Well, no,
same
they're all tied.
triangle
Yeah,
here.
all the same tribe.
Yeah, it is very similar.
But why wouldn't you have left?
They all probably got a group chat.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's the
Freak off group chat. All
right,
football when we get back.
Who else is in there? Drake's in there.
They're like, you guys see Kyler Murray this week?
Yeah. Man, those football pants just do something to me. All right, tell us about Feldman.
Feldman.
And on that note, since 1996, Feldman Automotive has been driven to provide a fast, convenient, and first-class car buying experience called the Feldman Advantage. With 18 locations, there's a Feldman dealership in your backyard. Visit FeldmanAuto.com to find the location nearest you. You catch Woodward Sports Network live from Feldman Chevrolet of Novi every other Monday. Feldman Chevrolet, Detroit's #1 Chevy dealer.
And let me tell you about New Holland's newest drink, the Taller Long Drink. Have you heard of Long Drink, the gin-based cocktail? We've got one made right here in Michigan, made with natural ingredients for a better flavor. Taller, the Dutch Long Drink from New Holland Brewing Company, is shoulders above the rest. Made from New Holland small batch gin, 100% real grapefruit puree from a fresh, delicious flavor. Taller, your local long drink.
Railing up with your Premier Pet Supply, man, just looking around. Who's got it better than pets? Come on, a baby stroller for Coda? A chef for Lola? Really? You don't have to tell me who the real boss here is. Who's got it better than pets? Nobody, especially here at Premier Pet Supply. For over 30 years and more than 13 locations, Premier Pet Supply has everything that your pet can dream of, and guess what? It's all under one roof. Premier Pet Supply, family owned, operated, and proud to call Metro Detroit home. Check out premierpetsupply.com or scan the QR code today. Who's got it better than pets?
Nobody!
On game day, wake up with Woodward in Maine with insights from Detroit sports media legend Terry Foster and rising star Matt Broder. Get ready, Detroit, every Sunday, 8 to 9 a.m., Woodward and Maine. And after that, make sure you guys check out the New Holland Brewing Company Lions pregame show. It's every Sunday, 10 a.m. to noon on Woodward Sports, live at Second Best Bar in Detroit. It's with Neil Rule and Sean Belegian, bringing you the best Lions pregame show in the city, and it's not close. It's at Second Best Bar in Detroit. Make sure you guys check it out.
Hey, freak off, pal.
Hey, freak off, buddy. You better freak off right now. I'll call my dad, pal.
You know what's funny? I
Freak
don't
off.
know if you knew or not. You were muted the entire time. You're making those noises
Yeah.
to a microphone, so you're just doing it.
Hey, I heard him.
Multicolored is hilarious.
Hell yeah, they are.
Freak off.
Smash that like button, be a friend, tell a friend, share the stream. I'm Easy, joined by Spimo Rax.
Hello.
Young Chris, Nicholas Kohloff, a.k.a. Microwave Nick. We got Caleb the Explosive, Mr. Owen 9, Owen Wilson, as Spencer said. Maybe you got someone pregnant. That's an all-time dad joke.
I hope
you
not.
better recall some nights, buddy.
I hope it wasn't recently.
Would you put your fuck Oscar the Grouch? Oh, that'd be the worst getting ugly bitch pregnant.
Oh, man.
Me too.
Couldn't imagine it. I'd be so disappointed in myself.
That'd be an all-time L for sure.
Yeah, dude.
Moving on to other things.
Like, cool, you got a baby mama now, you can bang her all the time. Like, yeah, I mean, I guess. Like, do I really want to, though?
She's in the corner.
Yeah. Go back to the baby oil.
Oh, man. MCDC was in the flagship station today, and he spoke on the offensive woes, and he had this to say.
Hi, Mike Hilton.
Hi, Mike. I hear you like him young.
Are you surprised at 2 games in that you're just a tick off offensively?
No, I mean, look, you're always hopeful that you're going to hit the ground running. I mean, every coach would tell you that. I mean, you're just hopeful that, man, you're hitting on all cylinders and it comes. But no, I'm not shocked. I'll be honest with you. I wouldn't be shocked if we're not cooking by the time we get to the bye. I mean, sometimes it takes a minute. I mean, all those great offenses we had in New Orleans, the great offenses that we've had here over the last 3 years, man, it's not always perfect, and it's not always perfect early. And so, no, I'm not rattled or shaken by this at all. We are so much closer than I think a lot of people even realize. Our players understand it, the coaches understand it, but we just have to correct really those issues that came up the other day. Just the small little details and the nuances of the game plan per the opponent. And because we made so many improvements from the Rams game, and so we just got to do that again here and take it out to Arizona.
Oh, it's interesting.
He said he won't be surprised if this offense don't got to figure it out until after the bye week.
I don't like that.
This was supposed to be offense 401, boys. What happened?
I mean, I don't like that.
We've all taken a hard class.
Yeah, it's a tough class, dude.
Yeah.
We're just getting past syllabus week.
Bro, I
now
dropped out
they'll
of
be able to do
ITCS 1010. I was like, fuck this.
hardest class I ever. I failed MSU chemistry. That was the only class I ever failed.
It was a computer class. I was like, I'm not.
I didn't do any of the summer work, and it was like worth like 60% of our grade.
Oh yeah.
And I got it. And she's like, "All right, well, you got 0 for 250 to start the year." I was like, "All right,
freak off,
freak off, professor." But all right, so am I worried about it? No, I'm not worried about it. I do agree with what he said that they're pretty close because, like, we saw the plays there, we saw the open receivers, we saw the situations where if they make the plays, they'll have success. Like the scheme was working. The play calling was working. It was there for the taking. They just didn't take it. No diddy. I expect them to get better. I expect them to run a better, more fluid offense and it to look better. It better not fucking take until the...
More fluid, no diddy.
Yeah, more fluid, no diddy. It better not take until the bye week. That's unacceptable. Like, we don't have that luxury. We're trying to get the number 1 seed in the NFC here. You need to be ready to go week 1. We're week 3 here now, so I need to see it soon. But I'm not mad. I'm not mad because I see what it's going to be, and I know they're going to get there because we know what the offense is. We know these guys. I trust that they will be there, but I'm not ready to wait until the bye week. Are you?
No, I'm not. And honestly, I don't think it will take that long. We know how MCDC gets down, man. He is no diddy.
No diddy.
Well, he's kind of a troll sometimes. He does these interviews. Like, I remember he's on the Pat McAfee show. They're talking about the Penei Sewell pass. He's like, yeah, I was watching the crowd do the wave, and next thing you know, Penei Sewell's diving for a first down.
Dude, that's an all-timer.
He talked about, scouting teams by cracking the beer and just watching the game. Like, sometimes he trolls these interviews, and although they didn't sound like it, he comes off that way, even like the press conference. So for me,
he's a good actor. We know that.
Damn good actor. So I think it's a little bit of that. Like, it's because just watching the film today I did with Dion, so many things could have gone right had there not been a MA. It had not been like a missed block. Kevin Zeitler, Penei Sewell, maybe that one might take some time to mesh. There was a run play specifically where Kevin Zeitler took Sewell's guy. Like usually a tackle that goes off to like the second level. Sewell, he pushed Sewell down. Like literally, like I don't know if he cause sometimes they push each other to go forward.
Yeah.
Well, Sewell literally just fell down like face first, and I was like, okay, well that's probably a chemistry thing there. There's a block that J-Mo missed, and it was Amon-Ra. I think Amon-Ra, he went to go block his guy. He was already there. There's like little ticky-tacky bullshit like that I just don't know that it takes until the bye week to fix. I mean, last year this offense didn't start that way.
No.
Last year they put up, just 20 points against the KC Chiefs, but then, the season carried on. KC Chiefs had damn good defense.
Mm-hmm.
That following week, I think it was like a 36-point game or something like that. Like, it didn't take this long for the offense to get going last year. And I feel like there's a little ticky-tacky bullshit they could fix. I mean, if I'm sitting there as a fucking novice watching the film, like, okay, that's what happened there. That's what happened here. I feel like they're going to be able to do the same thing, and this thing can be fixed by hopefully next week.
Yeah, I think this is master manipulation out of our guy Dan Campbell, our fearless leader. This is him motivating his own players, and it's been pretty bad so far to start the year, but our pretty bad is still 16th in football. Like, that's still, like, everything's been, like, really, really bad to start this year.
Yeah.
And we're still 16th in the league in scoring right now. So I'm not worried at all. Ben Johnson is going to fix this up. Jared Goff's going to respond. This run game gets going to start, and everything feeds off of that. And I believe we get back to doing that, and that's when Jared Goff is his most confident. And it's in those play-action spots where he can step up, deliver the ball downfield, maybe on a post and a guy like Laporta that we'll get to later. But that's what I want to see a little bit more. Get back to your roots. I know we've been kind of force-feeding J-Mo a little bit, which I'm happy with because it's expanding the field, but everything else is kind of taking a little step back. I want to see everything else kind of take a step forward along with Jameson Williams now getting the ball more. But that all starts with the run game.
Yeah, exactly. You got to get this thing going. I'm really hoping it doesn't take until the bye. I think he is trolling. That's kind of how Dan Campbell is. But, Nick, you said it. ECU said it yesterday. I mean, what's going on?
Did you see that?
No, what did he do?
I was fucking with funny.
But you have to find a way to integrate Jameson Williams into the offense without it disrupting your flow of the offense, without you having to totally change the way you run your offense. Obviously, J-Mo's going to make us better, but 11 targets for 5 catches isn't efficient. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but you got to integrate him in ways that help out Laporta, help out Amon-Ra, and also the run game, which I think they're struggling to do right now. But it's game 2. We're all good.
I'm not worried because this has all the weapons that we previously had. So there's nothing logical to jump to any conclusion that this isn't going to work. It just needs time.
Yeah.
And I'm not worried about it at all. I don't think he's trolling. I think he's just tempering expectations. I think he's just trying to get ahead of this so that if against the Cardinals it doesn't look great, then this story is only going to compile with every week, with every passing week. So I think he's just trying to get out in front of it.
That's a great point, Chris.
We brought up Laporta a little bit, and we're going to get into that more later. But like I said, against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, it looks like they were only a drive away from having a dominant offensive performance. Like, you look at the stats, you look at what they did, the guys that were involved, Gibbs, Monty, Amon-Ra, J-Mo, they all had great games on the books. You look at how we ran the ball. Would we like to see more of it? Yes, but they were attacking down the field. They had almost double the number of total yards as the Buccaneers, but you were a play or two in the red zone or a play or two on third down away from being an offensive juggernaut in that game. And that is a little bit of what Nick mentioned yesterday with Josh Reynolds, missing Josh Reynolds because he was your drive extender. He was your red zone guy. They're looking for someone to step up into that capacity. I think we know who it's going to be. I think we all know who it should be. And like I said, we're going to talk about him a little bit later. But first, let me tell you guys about Sabbath Coffee. Fuel your Lions fandom with the perfect cup and become a subscriber of Sabbath Coffee Roasters. Whether you are gearing up for a big game or savoring a quiet morning, Sabbath Coffee Roasters has you covered with fresh, locally roasted specialty coffee. Delivered right to your door. Head to www.sabbathcoffeeroasters.com. Choose your favorite roast. Use code word Woodward to get 25% off your first subscription order. Awake and unwind, support your local, and enjoy game day right with Sabbath Coffee Roasters. And let me tell you about Caesar Sportsbook. What if I told you could place a bet up to $1,000, and if you lose like Caleb, you get that money back? Would you think I'm crazy? Scan the QR code, enter the code Wilbur1000, and if your first bet doesn't hit, just your first, not your first 9 like Caleb, you'll get your deposit back up to $1,000. That's right, up to $1,000 back just for giving it a shot. Minimum bet, just $20. Download the Caesar Sportsbook app today, the official sportsbook of Woodward Sports. Use code Woodward1000 or scan the QR code on the screen.
It's bear hunting season, and Dan Campbell is hungry for some kneecaps.
If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
The Kings of the North are back for another year of the brand new Lions. Make sure you're locked in to Detroit's #1 sports network for all the news and info on your Detroit Lions.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists. Enjoy a precision haircut, hot lather neck shave, scalp and neck massage, and a hot towel treatment to top it off. Enter for your chance to win the $50,000 Perfect Bracket Challenge. With more than 25 Metro Detroit locations, there's always a Lady Jane's near you. Lady Jane's Haircut for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Let's go, Dispo! Let's go, Dispo! Right now, save $10 on any purchase of $25 or more. Visit Dispo shop near you with over 6 locations. There's one near you. Visit DispoShops.com. Must be 20 up and older to participate.
Heavyweights, Dispo Romeo, Friday, September 27th. Come join us.
Did that just come in?
Yep.
Nice.
Why has Sam Laporta not been more involved through 2 games?
Well, I think some of Sam is, he had the injury coming out of training camp, and so we were trying to be smart with him for the Rams game for sure. And I was actually worried about him getting too many reps in the Rams game. So, you start trying to build a huge game plan for a guy, and you don't know if he'll be able to make it all those reps. And then you get hurt or something happens, you just lost, 40% of your game plan. So you got to be smart about that. I think last week we had some things in for them. Hell, we had a couple of plays down in the red zone they took away. Defensively they did a good job. We dumped it down. And so the ball just didn't really find him for this game. But look, he's not somebody we don't think about. We want to get all those guys touches. We want to get Saint more touches, and Saint had a lot. I mean, let's get it in his hands. We want to get Gibbs more touches, Montgomery. We want to get Laporta. We'd like to get Leaf a couple more, J-Mo.
Yeah, I think that's where I was leading towards with my last comments before we went to break. They're looking for a guy to be that third down guy, that red zone guy that Josh Reynolds was for this offense last year. I think Sam Laporta is an easy fix for that. I think Sam Laporta is a guy, big-bodied, sure-handed, runs routes that Goff likes. You can hit him in the middle of the field. They already got a rapport between the two of them. So maybe he was just more injured than the Lions let on or that the fans expected. And so hopefully when he's back, issued into this offense and actually performing healthy, he can fill that role. I saw someone say Tim Patrick in the chat as well.
Yeah, that's
perfect too.
Yeah, I don't think we're missing any guys per se. Like, again, going back today, look at the film once more, Dion, it just felt like there's opportunities missed, whether it's, like I said, missed assignment or just missing a play. I think we have everybody in peace. And people tried saying that they're a little bit rusty because there was no preseason. And I just don't really believe it to be the case. However, a guy like Sam Laporta did miss a lot of camp with the hamstring injury. So if anybody's rusty, I think he is one.
Zeitler didn't practice at all.
Exactly.
Sewell,
those
Gibbs.
guys. Yes, like those are the names I see being like a little bit rusty. I think Zeitler and Panay, they have to get on the same page too. We've heard Lomas Brown. I mean, I'm grateful to be able to talk to these type of guys on these matters. But like, you gotta get used to like the guy next year where his foot's gonna be.
Yep.
Because everybody, you get the job done, but you're not gonna do it the same way as everyone. Everyone moves differently, and I think that's what they need to get done on the offensive line. I also just want to give credit to Tampa Bay defensive coordinator or just Todd Bowles in general. Like he's one of the best to do it.
Todd Bowles is a great defensive mind for sure.
Great defensive mind. He's got a Super Bowl ring. He was the Jets defense when they had Darrell Revis and all those guys
too. He also
too.
seems real chill.
He seems super chill. He's almost like boring to listen to.
Yeah.
I don't understand. That's why I think when Dan Campbell was looking at him in that picture, like, what the fuck is this guy? What's wrong with this motherfucker? He's like Rain Man with the defense, I guess. But
Laporta's a big piece for this offense, man. Laporta is a big piece for this
offense.
offense.
He was there. We showed you guys yesterday.
Yeah. He was open. Yeah. He was, he was open. I love soccer. He was a guy that you could, it's from I Love You, Man. You should watch it. It's a great movie. He is a guy that you expect to make some of those plays, and obviously his number wasn't called upon exactly, but I expect him to make those plays going forward.
I think he needs to make those plays moving forward for this team to be successful in the long run. If we're talking about, Super Bowl aspirations, which we all are, and nobody's hopping off the board yet, and if you are, I feel bad for you, and you should probably start tuning out. But Laporta, he's an all-pro in his rookie season. He is considered a top 5. He was a top 5 tight end already as a rookie. And I just think he opens up so many things for this offense moving forward where Goff has to get on the same page with him. We talked about him missing him. And I think you got to zero in on those guys that made your offense so good last year. And you got to go back to him. It worked last year, and I want to see Ben Johnson actually start scheming up a lot for Laporta and talking to Jared because they do have such a good rapport. Like, hey, you missed Laporta on a couple of those shots last week. Make sure you take care of your guys, because they make this offense move in the direction that it should be going. So Laporta, if this team is going to bounce back in week 3, Laporta's got to be a big part of it. And hopefully, he mentioned the injuries. Hopefully he is leading towards the healthy, but we really don't know, and they're not going to let us know.
Yeah, get Laporta the football. That was my biggest takeaway from last game was Laporta. I'm being if I'm being honest. Get him the football, but it has to happen naturally. You can't. It almost felt like, look, St. Brown had a good game, but did it almost feel like he was being force fed? Like it. We were forcing him targets. Does that make sense?
A little bit, yeah.
Him and Laporta, their catches should be natural, open in the middle of the field, and it just hasn't been working. The offense is better when Laporta and Goff are clicking, and that just hasn't been the case so far.
Yeah, and I think part of it too is just that it'd be one thing if he was dropping passes, then it's like well what are you doing? We can put more of the expectation on Sam Laporta, more of the criticism on Sam Laporta. But if he's not getting the opportunities, that falls on Jared Goff, Ben Johnson, and the people that are running this offense. So for me, I'm just like, I'm still obsessed with that. Easy. Did you ever go back and find a look at that play that we were talking about?
No, I didn't know which one you were talking about.
The one where I sent the timestamp where
you sent the timestamp?
Noah tweeted out, and I was gonna say go back in that one and see if that was the one.
Oh
in
yeah,
the first quarter.
that was a run play.
Yeah,
they brought him back in the run.
Okay, that was for run, so that wasn't the one. But yeah, just again, simple things like taking your tight end who is, on almost any offense, not even just Sam Laporta aside, most offenses, a tight end is one of your best red zone threats because of the size mismatch that they bring. So, taking out Sam Laporta was just ridiculous for that.
Yeah.
So it's things like that I can't put on Sam Laporta. I have to put on Ben Johnson, Jared Goff, and we've seen this offense be elite last year, so there's no reason to doubt it. They're just trying new things.
Those are the names. I can't blame. Like we pulled you guys. We pulled the screenshots yesterday. Laporta was open.
Mm-hmm.
It's Ben Johnson, Jared Goff. They need to, I guess, get back within the flow of things. There was opportunities yesterday that, and I even know this by the way. This is like Dion saying this, and you guys know he's a staunch Jared Goff lover.
Yes.
And he's looking at plays. He's like, Jared Goff should never checked into that. Like why would he check into that type of play? The one that I told you guys, I don't know if I played it, but it's the 2nd and 6. Where they're the 2 vertical routes, the only guys out there in Sion Vaki, that's covered all day. What are we doing? I don't know if he's overstimulated by the emergence of J-Mo, like we brought up yesterday. He's just trying to find that playmaker to do amazing things, or is he just trying to prove too much because of the contract now too? I mean, I don't know. Is it my fault for hating on him too much? I don't know, but I am comfortable in them figuring it out because I don't think it's them getting outplayed or them like looking like shit. Well, it's them looking like shit.
They are looking like
things.
shit, but it's like you said, little things, and it does feeling like they're kind of forcing it a little bit. Like Jared Goff knows he needs to live up to his contract. So does Amon-Ra St. Brown. Ben Johnson knows the expectations this offensive has. It feels like they're forcing it a little bit. So they just, like Aaron Rodgers said. I know Nick loves Aaron Rodgers, so he would love to hear this. But you got RELAX. Just go out there. You've got the tools. You've got the weapons. You know how to do it. Relax a little bit, run your offense, and nobody's going to be able to stop you.
Go out there and relax in Egypt on your darkness retreat. Make sure you're taking all the ayahuasca you ever want. Yeah, I don't care a shit about Rodgers, but he's right on that one. Everybody relax.
Yeah.
Let's get back to our roots here that made us, give us a 17-point lead in the NFC Championship game that we should have, obviously gone to the Super Bowl last year. So, yeah, get back to the roots. I think everything's going to be fine, but Easy, you dismissed it, and I think it actually might be a thing that these guys were injured and that nobody did play in the preseason. Yeah. And you do go up against the Rams, a team that you played in the playoffs, and then you face the Bucks, a team you played in the playoffs. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, those guys
they
are
look
rusty. Yeah, I'm just saying that it's not the entire team rusty. It's just those key components.
It seemed like a lot of the defensive guys played like a little bit of snaps though. Like you saw Wingo in the offseason or like in the preseason, he's looking good so far. Obviously, you don't expect Hutch to ever take a sled back, but come on.
Hutch does not look rusty.
Hutch that boy ain't rusty, but he stays ready, though.
Yeah.
Hutch has been oiled up all pause. No Diddy. He's been ready to go. He doesn't need some of Diddy's oil.
Yeah, we know who sees those 1,000 bottles.
Yeah.
Caleb, were you about to say
Hutch
something?
is lubricated, no Diddy.
No, it's just you got to get kind of like you said. It's the key components that's not working right now, and yeah, just. And I liked. I hate to keep bringing it up, but I liked what you said yesterday about J-Mo. I think that Goff and Ben Johnson might be a little overstimulated with it. Like I said, 11 targets, 5 catches. That's not efficient. And obviously you need to get them the ball, but like I said earlier, it should benefit Amon-Ra and Laporta and the run game as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just everything's going to get cleaned up, but right now it's definitely frustrating because we saw how dominant this offense was last year.
Yeah. It's supposed to be offense 401.
Exactly.
But, with 301, you were running the football 401 for some reason. You missed that chapter. Let's go back to 301 if that's the case.
Yeah. Shout out Goff for hitting J-Mo on that opening play, too.
There was actually...
That was big.
That was a great throw.
We gave you bets. 47.5 was J-Mo's line.
Yep.
He got the first catch.
Put $70 on it.
Shout out.
Wish I would have done that instead of Michigan.
Yeah, you're a fucking
wild
boy.
I'm just clowning on myself.
There was one throw real quick, though.
I'm just trying to laugh at my sadness.
Pile on.
I'll find it on tape now.
Let's go to break. I do got to tell you about a wonderful establishment full of wonderful people like Bethany. Lady Jane's.
Wonderful.
Awesome is when a guy can be a guy and get an amazing haircut. That's Lady Jane's Haircuts.
Doesn't know you, little bro.
Stop it. Sit back, relax. Hello to Lady Jane's talented stylists. Make you look and feel great. Walk in anytime, 7 days a week. Lady Jane's. It's wicked awesome.
And after you get a beautiful, fresh new haircut, make sure you check out the best pregame show in the city. It's second best, and it's Woodward Sports. You know where to be on September 30th. Join us at Detroit's very own second best bar, located at 42 Watson Street for the ultimate fan experience. Enjoy some smooth Tullamore Dew Irish whiskey while catching the Woodward Sports pregame show, only at second best bar in Detroit with Sean Baligian and Neil Rule. Come get some.
We are the network for Detroit by Detroiters. Welcome to the Woodward Sports Network.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles. And with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Pet the best, Premier Pet Supplies, hands down Michigan's best pet store. Buy a new scratching post for Bear if you want to, because it's the same prices and all the conveniences the online and big box retailers with one major difference. They're family and locally owned and operated for over 30 years. 60 brands of food and nutrition experts to help you. Same day local curbside home delivery. Premier Pet Supply, give your pet the best. www.premierpetsupply.com.
Devin Wilchester in the Woodward Sports Chat.
Shout out.
Skull. No shout out.
Oh,
no. We the real kings of the north.
Since when?
Since fucking when, mate? 2 years ago, and you won every game by 1 point. I mean, they're up right now, I guess.
You guys got Daniel Jones paid.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
That's literally all there is to say. Speaking of hunting down quarterbacks, or I guess trying to get 2 quarterbacks, Aiden Hutchinson. 4.5 sacks. I think it was you yesterday. I likened it to Calvin. Barry, it's the defensive side of those type of performances. It was truly insane.
It was the best individual performance I've seen in the Lions uniform since Calvin Johnson went for 300-plus yards in a game.
I completely forgot what I was going to say.
Yeah, dude, it's...
What can we expect?
Dangerous around here, boys.
It is. Either way, Aiden Hutchinson, defensive player of the year odds, obviously going up. Facing another a backup tackle again this week. Another one. Can he break?
Another one.
This is crazy.
Can he what?
This is gonna sound crazy.
Can he what?
Actually, I should ask you this first.
Can he what?
Can he break the sack record?
I don't know. What is it? 23 and a half?
I'm about to look it up.
24 and a half, something like that. Michael Strahan still got it.
I think TJ Watt sniped it.
Can he? No, TJ Watt didn't. He was really close.
I think it's Strahan.
It's still
Strahan.
Yeah.
If not
23 and a half.
Oh, he tied him. 22 and a half.
22 and a half.
Michael Strahan and TJ Watt.
Can Aiden Hutchinson get to 23 sacks in a season? That's a lot. I'm not going to put that pressure on him. I think he gets to 20. I think he can get to 20. Is that crazy? Am I crazy to say that? Yeah, I don't think he's going to get 5 every game, but I think he can get 1 every game.
Well, if he gets another 4.
And he's already got 4 in 1 game. So that would be quick math. 20. I'm here for it. I think he can get to 20. He looked insane. He looked so much better. Penei Sewell put it out there. He said, Captain 97 is a different beast. You want to talk about LeBron, Captain America? Aiden Hutchinson is the real Captain America. Look at him flying around out there, making plays, looking just like an absolute specimen. He looked like the best player on the field against the Buccaneers. I expect him to have more performances like that this year, where he looks like the best player on the field in any given game. I think he can get to 20.
He's got the second best odds to win Defensive Player of the Year as we speak right now.
Behind TJ Wizzard.
Plus 470.
TJ Thought.
He's fifth at the beginning of the season, wasn't he, Nick?
Yeah, I think 5th or 6th. But, fellas, this is just the start with Hutch. This is the first game with his boy DJ Reader.
Yeah.
Opening things up.
Yeah.
You get Levi putting some pressure from the interior
Davenport
now.
wasn't even playing.
Davenport wasn't playing. Like, this defensive line group looks like something that will carry, and it will carry into December, in January, in February for the big enchilada, like we've heard before in all offseason. I think that's what we can hang our hat on right now, looking into the future with a team that's 1-1, moving to Arizona. Now, we've seen it in the past. Aiden Hutchinson has over-pursued on some quarterbacks and gotten burnt because of it. I want to see that part of his game really evolve going up against a guy in Kyler Murray. What are your guys' expectations for Hutch in this game against Kyler and a backup tackle?
Listen, I'm expecting him to get after it. I know we had Charles Harris here once upon a time, has 7-sack season, and tricked us into thinking, hey, we got a piece. Hey, we have a defensive coordinator.
Hard pass.
I mean, I don't want to disrespect AG in there. But, Charles Harris made you think that maybe you had somebody there. I expect Hutch to at least get one, at least get a half, or at least cause some pressure. You look back at one of the ones he had, actually the one he forced that fumble on against Baker Mayfield, and it was a Lee McNeil. It was a stunt where he had to jump inside. But had not a Lee McNeil demanded a double team on that same play, Hutch isn't breaking open for that sack alone. So it's definitely going to be a teamwork makes a dream work thing, and I hope that Marcus Davenport's able to come back a little bit sooner than later. But like you said, we still got Levi, you still got DJ Reader. But if you had them all, yes, I think he's getting close. I think he's touching that 17 that you're talking about.
17.5.
I'm ready for it, Chris.
Easily.
Yeah. What do you think about last year? Speaking of, Nick brought up history. With Hutchinson, again, it is a new defensive line. So I wonder, are we going to see the same streakiness with Hutch when it comes to sacks? Because we have seen it in these first 2 games. We had the game in his rookie season where it was, I think, the second or third game too, where it was against the Commanders, and he got 3 sacks and a half. So he does have a little bit of streakiness in his history. Now, this is a new defensive line, so I think it will be just overall higher numbers and higher production. But that could be just part of Aiden Hutchinson's DNA when it comes to performances, that there will be some streaks.
I think it's kind of settling down. His career is settling down. As year one, you're right, he was a little streaky. He had a couple sacks here and then missed 3 games without a sack and then a sack or 2. Year 2, we saw him almost getting there. He had, led the league in pressures, had over 100 pressures. He was almost there. He was so close. This year 3, has a new defensive line coach, has some pieces around him that will center him and allow him to get home in those situations, allow him to not be as streaky and be more consistent because pieces around him make his job easier and he can just go out there and be this. And I don't think Lions fans can really grasp it just yet because we haven't had that big sack guy. Super no Diddy.
We got Campbell. He's got a big sack.
Yeah, Campbell's got the biggest sack we've seen so far. But, our defensive stud has always been a defensive back in Darius Slay, a defensive tackle in the Ndamukong Suh. We've never had, since Robert Porcher, that elite sack-getting edge rusher, no Diddy. Aiden Hutchinson is there now, right now. He's a pretty good guy. He is the Myles Garrett, TJ Watt, Nick Bosa, Micah Parsons of this team. We haven't had that in so long. We're trying to push it away, not ready to. No, that's what he is. He is a Defensive Player of the Year candidate for a reason. He is one of the top 4 edge rushers in the NFL this year. He finishes closer to 20 sacks than to 15.
And to that point there, Spenny, in his last 7 games as a Detroit Lion, 13 and a half sacks. You think about last year when he started to really hit his stride at Dallas, 3 sacks. Against Minnesota, 2 sacks. 2 against the Rams in the playoff game. 1 against Tampa. None against San Fran. 1 sack against the Rams. 4.5 to start this year. Easy. If the question is, can he get to the most sacks of all time? He's on the pace.
I know, man.
Is it realistic? No. It's not realistic, and we can't put those expectations on him. But the pace that he's on right now is to hit that number. So can he? Yeah, the answer is yes. He could.
He could.
Am I expecting it? No, I'm not. But I'm right there with spending. I'm expecting around 20 sacks.
Sign him up, man.
And this is
Line
what I'm
him up,
saying.
knock him down.
Like Lions fans in the chat, love you guys. 14 Grit says Cliff Averill was pretty good.
He was really
Chris
good.
Pugh says Ziggy was nice, to be
Ziggy
honest.
was nice, too.
Or to be fair. They were nice, they were good. Aiden Hutchinson is a different echelon of pass rusher
They were never
than
tier one.
Cliff Averill or Ziggy Ansah. He is the best player on the field level of player. He is a defensive player of the year level of player. I loved Cliff Averill. I loved Kyle Vandenbosch. I loved Ziggy Ansah. Kerry Hyder had showed some damn flashes there for the Lions.
Relax.
This guy, Aiden Hutchinson, is way better than any of them.
Yeah, I think you look at
No
those guys,
disrespect
though.
to
The numbers
those
they put up, they put themselves in top 100s. They perform well here in Detroit Lions jerseys,
Yeah,
too.
for sure.
But the same thing with them, they had Dominic Sue. They had Nick Fairley. Aiden Hutchinson, that's why we're looking at and talking to him of this echelon, is that he now has DJ Reader. Lee McNeil, I think you rely on a little bit now, too. Even Marcus Davenport. I don't think there's any excuse for him not to get these numbers. 15 is like the bottom for me.
Yeah.
And everybody's saying Robert Puche. I mentioned Robert Puche. I said he was the last one we had.
He didn't. He hates him.
like that.
Yeah, I see no reason why Hutch can't be a sack a game guy. Like he was the number 2 pick for a reason. He dominated in college. He's been good his whole life, and now he's just starting to get some help on the defensive line and starting to figure out the NFL. I don't get why. I mean, he has 4.5, 5 sacks now. I think he could get to 20.
5.5.
I really do think
see him getting to 20.
That'd be crazy, man.
This week might be a little tough.
That'd be
Cardinals.
fucking nuts.
It'd be
He's
crazy.
going to sack Kyler. He's going to get Kyler down for sure.
Kyler only got sacked once last week. He's good at creating his own pocket, but Hutch is going to get after him. I could see him getting after him twice.
Yeah.
This Sunday.
I mean, Kyler's going to be running around. DJ Reader's going to be pushing that pocket. He's going to try to spin out, do his little toddler run. He's going to get grabbed by a grizzly bear right there in the edge. And dude, I love Aiden Hutchinson. Like I said, I love Tom Brady. He was my favorite player from Michigan, like that played at Michigan. I don't have any real emotional connection to Aiden Hutchinson's my favorite Wolverine ever. I hated him in college. I love him now. He's amazing. Luther Ellis is very good too. Yes.
That was a good name too. Yeah, 15. Am I being?
You're being a hater.
15 is
No, I'm
low.
saying that's a basement. I was saying 15 is a basement.
I think the basement right now is
20. No.
Let me see what Cliff Averill did. I know Ziggy had like a 14 sack season. I'm curious.
I got 17 as the basement. I don't think there's any way he gets lower than 17. God forbid something happens.
Yeah, true that. And speaking about Kyler, just like getting out of the pocket real quick, we have to be careful about hitting him late on his crazy little bitch boy slides. You know what? I'm going to say it. Because he gets calls that way. He gets calls late because he slides late and he's expecting it. And they love to give quarterbacks the benefit of the doubt on all of that. And I do not want to see Jack Campbell, Aiden Hutchinson, any of those guys get ran up. Derek Barnes specifically. Like, I don't want to see them picking up big first downs because we hit a late sliding Kyler Murray.
Aiden Hutchinson could win Defensive Player of the Year this year. That's a realistic possibility. And I don't think anybody's – like, we see him as the second betting favorite, for Defensive Player of the Year right now. And we're like, oh, that's cool. I don't think we've really understood what that means. Like, that means 18, 19 sacks.
The counter argument for that though is like he has saw 2 backup tackles in back-to-back games, but
another one this week.
Tackles and another one this week, so he's still gonna rack them up regardless. And he stood at 11.5 against whoever else last year. He's gonna collect them up.
Yeah.
He's gonna get them like Infinity Stones
for sure.
He's holding that Defensive Player of the Year trophy.
And
but,
you're gonna have injuries on your offensive line most weeks. Terrell Williams is gonna move Aiden Hutchinson around to put him in the best situation to get a sack.
Yeah.
Like, he's going to find that guy. Like, oh, that's my bitch. He's going to find that guy. Like, we heard Herman and Lomas talking about. Like, you see that weak link.
Yeah, how embarrassing that would be,
You smell chum in the water. You're fucking getting after him. Yeah, Lomas said 2 guys almost fought on the field to try to
go against the guard
next to him because he was bad. But
how demoralizing.
We do got to go to break. We're going to continue to talk about.
Yeah, it's all good. Even after going up against the backup in week 1, though, he was getting the ball out. Matthew Stafford so fast. So for him to still get the sack, I thought was impressive week 1.
Yeah, we do got to go to break though. Tell us about Randy Wise.
Randy Wise gonna do you right.
Randy Wise gonna do you right. Hey, give him a call today or visit woodwardsports.com or scan this QR code above my head because you can join the foursome, no Diddy, of Braylon Edwards, Darren McCarty, Calvin Megatron Johnson, and Tim McCollum. Guys, Randy Wise, Automotive Team Celebrity Golf Tour. Visit woodwardsports.com or just scan the QR code above my head. And let me tell you guys about the Salvation Army. If you guys are looking to give back, it's very simple. The website, I kept saying it wrong yesterday. It's registertouring.com. It's registertouring.com. Have you ever thought about volunteering but didn't know where to start? Start with the Salvation Army Red Kettle campaign. There, you have an option to choose a traditional 2-hour session at a physical Red Kettle site or participate in a virtual bell ringing shift where they can raise funds in the comfort of your own home. Virtual bell ringers can sign up and begin raising funds at any time, whereas traditional bell ringing starts on Friday, November 7th, and runs through Christmas Eve, excluding Thanksgiving and Sundays. To sign up for volunteer shifts, again, registertouring.com.
Can't get enough Lions coverage? Make sure you catch all Woodward sports shows every game day. Wake up with Woodward and Main, giving you the latest insight into the Lions locker room and press conferences. Then join the Lions pregame show, highlighting key matchups, injuries, and what to watch for during the game. Follow all the ups and downs of the live game action with our Woodward Watch Party live on YouTube and woodwardsports.com. After the game, check out the instant fan and host reactions with the Lions postgame show. Every game, it's wall-to-wall, kneecap-biting, high-fiving, chest-pumping Lions coverage.
Hell yeah!
Only at Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
At Planet Fitness, you can get everything you need for just $1 down.
Try out Planet Fitness and dang, they got lots of equipment.
Not me getting a Planet Fitness membership just for the 24-hour perk.
Hey, y'all better get on these free fitness training sessions from Planet Fitness.
Did y'all know that the PF app has workouts you can do at home? Cheapest therapy I can find is Planet Fitness.
Join Planet Fitness today and get everything you need for just $1 down. $15 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends Thursday, July 18th.
You have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper, tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
Soroki's Crispy Chicken and Pizza now has a limited time offer just in time for football season. Soroki's is debuting their fresh signature flavored wings. Grab your friends, order a New York style pizza, and add fresh wings to the games this weekend. Try one of their 7 different flavors. The lemon pepper and the buffalo are the 2 that I've tried. Immaculate. www.sorokis.com.
What up, though? Welcome to where it's live on woodsports.com. I'm easy joined by Spinmo Rax,
Hello.
Chris, Nicholas Kohloff, a.k.a. Microwave Nick,
Let's
Caleb
go.
the Explosive. Shout out to my guy in the chat, Dr. D.
Shout out
Hope
Dr.
you're doing
D.
well, man.
Legend.
Absolute legend. Speaking of legends, it's time to go to one right now with my guy, Nicholas Kohloff.
Let's
Unky
go.
Nick.
Unky
It's
Nick.
time to go
around.
around.
Talk about a legend here, fellas. CMC out 6 weeks. Some people call him the Great White Truth.
That's true. Great
Debo,
White
doubtful,
Truth.
strained calf to return for a couple weeks. 49ers, looks like they're in serious trouble moving forward. They were obviously the Lions' biggest contenders this season. Are you guys concerned that the 49ers don't return to the NFC Championship game?
I'm not concerned
Not
about
concerned.
it at all.
Celebrating
That'd be
that.
awesome.
Yeah.
Do you guys think they do?
Yeah,
I think they still.
I
I
think
think
they still will.
contentionship. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, these aren't like debilitating injuries. They're little nagging stuff.
It's still a good team.
Got it early on. Shanahan's offense is going to work even if you keep taking pieces off. It's definitely going to hurt, but shout out to my boy George Kittle getting more love. Love that. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it for them. Hopefully they don't. Hopefully they roll off 4 losses in a row. I'd have to see their schedule, but no, I think they're still a damn good team. They'll be in the form by the time playoffs come around.
Yeah, I think.
And their division's not doing too hot either.
Yeah.
Like Seattle, that kind of a facade. We'll see.
Caleb, you worried?
No, I'm not worried. That would be sick if we didn't have to play him in the conference championship again.
If you were a 49ers fan, would you be worried?
No, I think Shanahan's a good enough coach. I think they have, enough weapons in Ayuk, Jordan Mason. Jordan Mason looks pretty good. Yeah, the defense is elite. I wouldn't be worried if I was a 49ers fan.
Ice the 49ers.
Chris, are we icing them or what?
Yeah, put them in the dirt. It's over for them. No, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. They got too much. They got too much weapons. They got too much chemistry. You know, you want to talk about the Lions' continuity that they have. This team has a lot of continuity as well, especially on the offensive side of the ball. So you got to believe that as long as the pieces get healthy and back in place, that this thing will keep moving for them.
Take Juwan Jennings overs next week.
You know what Averill was great at? The chop. Just knocking the ball out, causing fumbles.
Oh, yeah.
Hutchinson learned that one.
Hey, he had a strip sack. Or he had a forced fumble.
Yes, yeah. Well, I'm talking about the chop. If you're not going to get the sack,
that's a chop.
Chop that bitch.
That's a chop.
Speaking about a team that is for sure getting iced here, it's the Ravens 0-2. Some idiot had them number 1 as their best team heading into this NFL season.
What a fucking moron.
Yeah. Are the Ravens making the playoffs?
Yes.
After an 0-2 start.
Yeah, the Raxter. I remember that is a thing. Like 10%
17 game season now.
Start 0-2. The Bengals did it 2 years ago or last year maybe even.
They didn't make it last year.
I think it was 4 teams in the last.
But there have been more teams since the 17 game schedule.
Yeah, I think the Ravens will still make the playoffs. Yes.
I don't know, man. Shit. I gotta look at the schedule. To be honest with you, it's tough sledding though. AFC is a bitch. It really is.
If the Steelers are legit, I don't think they will.
Steelers are legit.
Okay, chill.
Can't confirm.
Do you think
Caleb, if you call him out right now, they're gonna win the divisions. Give him praise.
Talk to me.
Can I? This is a question for Spenny. Can I add to the around the league?
Hop on, brother. Let's go.
So as a Steelers fan,
pause.
Yes.
Do you want to see Russell Wilson under center at all this year?
Not really. I mean, unless they start losing.
Okay, so you think Justin Fields the guy? You think he could take him to the playoffs?
I mean, Kyle Rittenhouse did, so why can't Justin Fields?
That's a good point.
Like they got Kenny Pickett and Zach. What's his name?
Mason
Rudolph. I keep thinking of Kyle Rudolph.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm calling him Kyle Rittenhouse.
Let it rock.
But
let it rock.
Let
it rock.
That's crazy.
Who's that?
That's it.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, Kevin Rudolph and Wade. Kevin Rudolph and Wade. Yeah.
That's Kevin Rudolph.
That was a great call.
Kyle Rudolph's the tight end.
Kyle Rudolph's the tight end for the Vikings. Yeah, good pull there, Nick.
That was a great pull.
Justin Fields or
that was like shit back in the day. I guarantee.
That was a banger for sure.
That was
Justin Fields or Russell Wilson is better than Kyle Rittenhouse and Kenny Pickett. So not worried about it.
Okay. I just needed a Steelers
Their
fan
defense
opinion
is so
on that.
good, man.
Yeah, it is very good.
4 of the top teams from the NFC last year, the Eagles, 49ers, Lions, Cowboys, and Packers are all 1-1 after being in the playoffs last season. Who are you most worried about moving forward?
So much time. Eagles,
49ers, Lions, Cowboys, and Packers. Basically all the teams in the NFC playoffs last year besides the 2-0 Buccaneers.
Eagles and Niners. For all the 1-on-1 teams to be nervous about, yeah. That's for me. That hasn't changed. Have more injuries or more like just seasoning injuries. Maybe the Niners drop off of that list, but the Eagles, I just think, are poorly coached at times. I mean, I really don't understand why they're not good. Maybe I'm overestimating their players that they have, but like I feel like if you have that makeup, there's just no excuse. Like
some would say they have a cancer in the locker room on the back end of that safety room.
I would say they have 2 cancers in the locker room. One's in the back end of that safety room because he has a locker room cancer. And the other one is their head coach because Nick Sirianni sucks.
He
is not a good head coach at all. Like, not good at all. He's been carried by the teams that he has, the talent in his locker room. Now, if they actually make things happen, it's more on the coordinators than it is. Nick Sirianni is a bad head coach.
Ravens got tough sledding, bro.
Eagles should have fired him and hired Jim Harbaugh.
They look dominant right now with Saquon running the ball with Jim Harbaugh. Kind of take a lot off of Hurts' plate. All right, boys. 3 teams here that I absolutely hate to talk about, but we got to talk about them.
Fuck the Cowboys.
Starting with Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears.
Oh,
they look god-awful to start his NFL career, but somehow he's still 1-1. What is the Bears' record going to be at the end of the season, and does Caleb Williams turn it around? Because DJ Moore is already salty.
Shitty poopy Bears are not turning it around. No, they're not. And you know why I know that Aiden Hutchinson's going to get to 20 sacks this year? Because he plays the Chicago Bears twice. and he is going to make Caleb Williams eat dirt. Their offensive line is god-awful. Caleb Williams is running for his life. It looks like Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers every week. So I feel kind of bad for the guy, honestly.
Yeah, it's really weird. I thought Wright was going to be something in those tape out there where he was late on a jump. I think it was against Danielle Hunter in all fairness, but he faked inside and his leg got stuck. Danielle Hunter still ran around and got the sack.
I've ever seen.
It's bad right there right now. I don't know if they turn it around, not with a rookie quarterback like that in the locker room. That's why when DeMondre Dice was in here talking that shit about the Chicago Bears.
Hasn't been in for a while.
It's you guys might be something. This year, no. Not concerned about it at all, and that's a great point.
They need 3
We played Caleb Williams twice. That offensive line can't do anything to protect him. And even the best offensive lineman they have, Hutchinson, owned him last year for a game-winning strip sack. That's the chop I was asking for. He's already got it in his repertoire.
It's done a couple times.
Yeah, I don't know if they get to turn around. I'm thinking 7 wins max.
7 wins max.
I could be wrong about that. It could be 8. It could be 8, but I'm going 7 wins. I need that max.
Caleb, Bears record. What is it? End of the year.
I think 7 is fair. I also don't think Caleb Williams looked that shitty. I just think he was trying to make plays. The offensive line looked miserable. I mean, he's gonna get killed every single week.
Yeah.
But to start that game, he looked really good. He was controlling the offense, and then later in the game, he was just trying to make plays. But he has no time to throw back there. And if DJ Moore's already pissed off, yeah, they're not turning it around this year.
Nope.
Am I not mistaken? Was Rome Odunze taken over Joe Alt?
He was not.
No. Okay.
Joe Alt was
top 5.
I think the pick before, right?
Yeah, Joe Alt was top 5.
Joe Alt, again.
Yeah.
People laughed at me.
They did miss out on Fashanu.
People on Twitter laughed at me when somebody said Joe Alt was going to be the best player.
Is Fuaga started for the Saints?
Kind of like
no one laughed at you when you said these things. Were you?
No, they were on Twitter coming at me.
Oh, on Twitter.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying you guys.
All them bots on Twitter.
No,
everyone laughed at me when I chose the number 4 combo.
I remember,
but it was delicious.
I remember back in my day, they laughed at me.
Speaking about why people got laughed at, Malik Willis moved the Packers to 1-1 with a win at home over Indy.
Good
Are you guys concerned that the Packers can hang around 500 until Jordan Love gets back?
No.
I fucking hope not.
I mean, Matt LaFleur is a damn good coach. If Matt LaFleur was the Eagles head coach, they'd have 2 Super Bowls by now. You look at their offense and what they can do, even with a Malik Willis. But no, I think it'll eventually come crumbling down when you get more than...
Malik Willis revenge game. They're playing the Titans this week.
That could be crazy, honestly.
That would be nuts.
Over.
But if anybody knows Malik Willis, it's the Titans.
That's very fair. New head coach, though.
Also, did you see the reasoning why Malik Willis didn't throw the ball on that 3rd down?
Puke.
Yeah, their center puked on
Chris
the ball
puked on it.
right before he snapped it. So, good play by Malik Willis to not throw that ball.
I think he still gained 2 yards.
And yeah, he just took Matt LaFleur says the first time he's heard, he asked Malik why he didn't throw it. He's like, Chris puked on it.
That was literally right before he snapped it. He was
Right
looking up.
before he snapped it. It's pretty gross.
It's disgusting.
But
Thank
no,
God
I
he
think
wasn't our center.
eventually the Packers will come down to earth. I don't think they beat the Titans this week.
Credit to him for not fumbling that.
Yeah.
No.
And just manning up, just holding on to that pukey ball.
Love will be back by week 5,
Great
says
kid.
Mike K. Yeah. I think they get 2. I think they lose 2 in a row.
Speaking of coming back versus the Titans, Tua won't be back against the Titans, like you said. IR today. Did you see that?
IR, yeah.
I think Cardinals will be the earliest he could come back.
Wild.
No
But, fellas, known powerhouse, and before the season started, the division favorite. Just kidding. The last team picked to win this division. The Minnesota Vikings are 2-0. Do you believe Sam Darnold leading the Viking is going to lead the Vikings to the playoffs this season? And known Lions killer Sam Darnold.
I fucking hate that I think this is a possibility. I hate that I can't deny that this might happen. I got to give credit to Lucas, and by that I have to give credit to KOC. That's Lucas's guy.
It is.
He's always ranked him in the top 5 coaches. Always get pissed off when he did that. But what he's doing right now with Sam Darnold at the quarterback, very fucking impressive. Yeah, I could see him making the playoffs.
Who'd they play week 1? The shitty poopy Giants, right?
Yep.
And then they beat the 49ers, which is a good win.
Very good win.
No Christian McCaffrey. Debo went out. No.
I think Debo finished the game.
No, I don't think they make the playoffs. I think they come close. But I still think the top 2 teams in this division are the Lions and the Packers.
Chris, Kayla, want you guys to close this one out.
Fuck them. I hate the Vikings. They're not. No, they suck. I mean, this is fake. What's happening right now? Fuck the Vikings.
Sound like me last year with their backup quarterback. I was just trashing them every single week. Chris, they making it or not? Close us out.
You gotta give it like a 5% chance, but I mean, so much of the NFL, we've seen it. All these teams that are 1-1, these teams that are 0-2, like your Baltimore Ravens, like you're expecting some regression to the norm. There's no way that the trends of the first 2 weeks are what the season will actually be. If I'm betting against anything, I'm betting that the Vikings trend is not true.
And the Sam Darnold experience is kind of like the Ryan Fitzpatrick experience. Like, there's a reason he hasn't got a big deal as a starter in the NFL is because he'll be hot. He'll look like this for a couple weeks.
Has he ever had coaching like this?
And then he falls down the drain a little bit.
He was on San Fran.
Yeah, he was on San Francisco.
But he didn't start. He was as a backup. He was on San Fran.
Yeah, but they could have kept him.
He came in.
You got to beat out the worst, the last quarterback in the draft. But Sam Darnold, I like it. I do like him. I think he's better than a lot of backups in the league, but there's a reason why he hasn't got this big deal yet. He's going to fall. He's going to go back to the mean a little bit.
I'm not saying he's like great or elite, but I just think they could make the playoffs with him.
Vikings on fire, set to be on ice around the league. Let's go.
Nice. Wayne's World, Planet Rock, Pants Drop, and Top.
That was a banger.
Right to the camera, stop and sing about angels like Angela. Tell us about Swiss, Easy. I got you. Swiss Insurance gonna do you right. Come on, I got Mark up 313-530-1698. That's Mark at SwissINS.com. Give him a call. Make sure you guys are getting the best rates and the best care at Swiss Insurance.
It's bear hunting season, and Dan Campbell is hungry for some kneecaps.
If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
The Kings of the North are back for another year of the brand new Lions. Make sure you're locked in to Detroit's #1 sports network for all the news and info on your Detroit Lions.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists. Enjoy a precision haircut, hot lather neck shave, scalp and neck massage, and a hot towel treatment to top it off. Enter for your chance to win the $50,000 Perfect Bracket Challenge. With more than 25 Metro Detroit locations, there's always a Lady Jane's near you. Lady Jane's Haircut for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Thank you to the Detroit Lions and Sheila Hamp for the best season in Lions history. Now it's time to let Brad Holmes cook. Woodward Sports.
Can I be a soldier, please? Join the best youth football league in Metro Detroit. The Boys and Girls Club of Southeastern Michigan's 3C Sports League offers youth ages 5 to 14 with 6 exciting teams to choose from. All coaches are trained, certified, and undergo background checks. You can register for football or cheer at bgcsf.org. Equipment, meals, and transportation are included with the chance to play the championship at Ford Field where the Lions play for just $175 per child. Put the youth back in youth sports with BG's 3C Sports.
Down, baby, all you got is falling down.
I don't know the words.
Just let it be. Come on and bring your body next to me. I'll take you away. Hey, turn this place into a private getaway. So leave it behind, 'cause we had some nights to get away. Hey, come on and fly with me as we make our great escape. So why don't we run away, baby, don't worry. You are my only, don't ever be lonely, even if the sky is falling down.
I actually didn't know a single word.
That is a banger.
That was a banger.
That needs to be
Jesse. That was Jesse. And that song.
What?
Shout out the guy Jesse. He's
Shout
a
out
fucking
Jesse.
man. Moving on. We're hyped right now.
That's a banger.
All right, I want to get you guys
Certified.
excited because now Caleb can tell you about the Tigers. 1.5 games they've been waiting for, buddy.
Man, it's an unbelievable feeling. It's an unbelievable feeling.
I got a feeling.
I was thinking about this. I was thinking about this a lot because I was thinking about this for a little bit because, to an extent, I have to prepare myself for them coming up just short. And, the Lions in 2023, that season, 2022, they sucked, similar to the Tigers. They come back, they're 9-8. They were just short of making the playoffs. They were a game behind or whatever it was. If that's what happens to the Tigers, so be it. I'm hoping this stretch shows Chris Ilitch that, hey, maybe it's time. Maybe it's time we start spending money in the offseason to complement the young bats we already have, the young pitching staff that we have. Yeah, man, this is exciting. I hate to bring up next season already in the offseason, but again, I'm just preparing myself for
Jesus.
Dude, I have to do this or things are gonna get rough. I have to do this or things are gonna get rough. You might see me cry if they don't make it. That's why I have to do this.
Listen, the Detroit Tigers are making the playoffs, Caleb.
I think you're right.
You can shut your goddamn
I think you're right. I think you're right.
Last time you did that,
you're right.
Spinny, you threw him off track.
Hey, I'll throw you on the tracks of a moving train
No
if
didn't.
you think the Tigers aren't gonna make the playoffs. No, this team is fun. It's exciting. We're getting our pitching staff back. Mize on the tit tonight. Reese Olson yesterday didn't look great, but it's all right. We got Scoobs coming back. I feel it. I can still feel love. I think the Detroit Tigers make the playoffs. I really do. I think they're the team of destiny. They've been the hottest team since the All-Star break. This shitty, poopy Twins are falling off a cliff. I love it.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that you said that, Caleb. This might be some Jedi mind trick that you're trying to pull here, but you've been the leader of the bandwagon all season. You can't hop off the bandwagon right now when we're a game and a half out of the wild card race. Caleb, you get ready to get hurt again. This is going to come down to the final couple games against the White Sox, and the Tigers are going to pull through. But on that note about Casey Mize on the tit tonight, who do you guys have more faith in going forward? Casey Mize or Kaider Montero?
I think I like Kaider Montero.
You got to start one in a playoff game.
I'd start my playoff rotation right now would be Scoobs game 1. I'd go Olson game 2, and I'd go Kaider game 3. I just think Kaider works all of his pitches well together, and who are you? Don't say it. You can't do that.
I'm kind of going Scoobs game 1.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Joe.
Montero game 2.
Oh, that'd be gross.
Tyler Holton game 3.
Nah, I don't like the.
I would bring him in a big spot.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we got big spot guys. I think he's more of a long inning guy.
And you know what? Will Vest, and who was it last night? Vest and
Hannafy.
No, I think it was Herter last night. They have the biggest balls of all time.
Yeah.
You have 2 innings where it's 2 on, no out, and you get out of them.
Yeah.
Wasn't Vest. It was Brisky.
I
don't know. My mind was
100-mile-per-hour heater.
Yeah, out of nowhere.
Unreal.
Pulled that one out of his ass. Strike him
Unreal.
out. That was beautiful. You love to see that. I expect this Tigers team to do well. You definitely have to have Montero as one of your starters if you do make the playoffs. I'm excited to see what's next. I don't know. Who'd you say the Royals have on the mound?
Reagan's. Cole Ray. He's good.
Yeah.
And he's a lefty, so that means, Kerry Carpenter's not in the lineup.
Which is stupid.
And I think we got Scooble.
But
They'll
it
come in
also
late.
means
They'll come in late.
That also means pencil Andy Ibanez did a home run today.
Yes, absolutely.
Pencil in Andy Ibanez did a home run today.
Yeah, looking at just some odds for tonight, fellas. The Guardians are going up against the Twins. They are currently minus 136 to win tonight, so they're favorites. And the Royals are currently minus 158 because Reagan's is an extremely good pitcher. Maybe one of the biggest reasons why that this Royals team is still second in the AL Central. And yes, the Minnesota Twins, we are minus 1.5 against them. But they do have the tiebreaker, so we have to obviously beat that as well.
Yeah, we
no 163rd game anymore.
No 163rd game. You need to overcome. You just need to keep winning. Just keep doing what you've been doing for the past 3 months and make some things happen.
Yeah, and I think it was a couple weeks ago, I said Kaider Montero and Parker Meadows were the most important players for us down the stretch. Who do you guys think it is? players you need to step up.
Riley Green needs to remain hot.
We are at the point where it needs to be your big dogs that do the barking. So I need to see Riley Green. I need to see Tariq Skubal to still be who he is, who he's been all year. But hitting-wise, I need Riley Green to step up. And I need Spencer Torkelson to step up.
I like
Two hits last night.
He looked good. And I am happy. I thought about it last night. Like, you know how I was saying keep him in AAA for the rest of the year, let him solve it out. You know how depressed he would be in AAA, seeing all his boys out there making plays, doing things, going crazy, trying to lead a comeback, trying to get a playoff team, and he's just sitting in AAA by himself.
Can I say something about that, though?
Yeah, let's hear it.
I don't care.
I don't care that you broke your arm.
If you stink, you should be down there. But right now, 2-hit game. I mean, he's not.
He's been good in his last 5, to be honest.
Yeah,
he's been picking up
pretty
hits.
good.
Also, shout out Joey Cora. What are we doing?
Yeah.
He's confusing Torkelson on the base pass.
Yeah.
He's pointing both ways. We are lucky. We played a bad game when it came to fielding last night, base running.
Very not fundamentally good.
No, we're lucky that Wenzel Perez going to third base did not get called out on that one. Like I was worried. Like
some may say a fundamentally quiet game.
Yeah.
You know, because fundamentally sound, but it wasn't. I was trying to think.
Yeah.
Shout out Wenzel, though. Cold off the bench comes in. Cold off the bench comes in, 2 RBI double to tie the game.
Rip that double. Shout out to him. Shout out to Baby Oil in the chat from James. But
they found a way.
They found a way, and that's what good teams do.
Against
a good team in their house, where they rake, like Nick said, where they cheat.
Yeah.
So
they definitely do. And all 8 runs, what was it 7? Bobby Witt.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, of course.
Surprise.
Grand slam.
Dude's just the greatest hitter in the history of the Royals ballpark. Like,
yeah.
It's his favorite place he's ever been.
They're tipping pitches.
He hits
or
like
something
600 at home.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's wild.
Definitely, I don't think it's 6, but it's insane.
It's closer to 6 than it is to 2. Like, it's insane how good he is at home.
Yeah.
Shout out to James in the chat right now. He says he's sending a super chat, so I gotta shout him out. He says, "Who would you pick to win the Womp of the week this week?" It's a award he made for our show. The Womp, Womp, Womp,
Womp, Womp.
I think it's a good.
The Womp Womp of the week.
Womp, Womp.
It's got to be Caleb, right? Over 9.
Honestly,
is Womp good or bad?
It can be.
I missed out my big bet too.
Whatever it is to you, whatever it is to you this
yeah.
week. Who's your Womp, Womp, Womp?
Because I was thinking Hutch, because he was laying the Womp.
Yeah, he laid a couple womps.
I like that.
The 1 sec, Womp, Womp, Womp.
Yeah, is this kind of like the
Womp and a half? Yeah, 4.5 womps.
Yeah.
That's 4.5 womps right
so
there.
if it's a good thing, I say we're definitely giving it to Hutch. We're definitely giving it to Hutch.
So cool to see.
If it's a bad thing, I will share it with Caleb for my extremely homer bet and for him going 0 for 9 on his picks. I will share it with you.
Thank you, Nick.
You're welcome. Yeah.
I'm gonna go Hutch. Hutch is my Womp of the week.
That's my Womp of the week too, but I gotta pick someone else. Now,
you know those you know the Wampas from Mario? Like the noise they make?
Also, I'm going to give a little side womp to Wenzel. Wenzel Perez, big pinch hit double last night.
Yeah,
2-run double.
You know what?
He gets the half womp.
Did you get Aiden the Womp from Sunday? We'll give Riley Green the Womp from Sunday.
Okay.
2
Womps. Yeah. Shout out to Riley Green.
Hell yeah,
who's
fellas.
your Womp of the week?
Kind of off the top of my head, I'm saying it as a bad thing. Bijan Robinson for not scoring last night. I needed something to hit, man, and nothing's hitting.
You jinxed him though. I mean,
no, I didn't.
That's on the 0-9, brother.
You were a jinx this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what I have to do to get out of this little spell I'm in.
You gotta win a bet.
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen.
Take the Royals tonight.
You have to eat a cat.
You should take the Royals tonight.
Do it.
You have to eat a cat. That is
I refuse.
Midwest
You have to drink the
culture.
blood of a cat.
Yeah.
It's crazy work.
Chris, you got a Womp?
It's got to be Hutch. You guys are right. I mean, Hutch
Gotta pick someone else.
He womped out.
Another Womp.
Maybe a bad womp.
Womp, womp.
A bad womp. I mean,
Good
again,
womp,
it's
a
been
bad
said.
womp.
It's
How about the
Caleb.
jersey you just saw?
You can give Diddy your Womp of the week.
Yeah, my womp I'll save for the end of the show because I got a little rant with it. But yeah, I got my womp. You'll see it at 650.
Womp, womp.
Womp, womp.
That's my merch.
Shout out,
Or
James.
Mark White.
Mark White gonna do you right.
Womp.
You know who's got the biggest womp in the game? That's my guy, Mark White. Give him a call right now. Purchase your new home as 248-290-8242. Visit markwhitesells.com. Certified a womp boy. He can save you up to $5,000 on the purchase of your new home.
And
Oh, yeah, and I'll tell you about the watch party. You want to get your womps off, come to Hayes Social this weekend. We're going to be partying. Listen, you don't have an excuse. It's an away game. You're not going downtown. Come to Hayes Social. We got the watch party and the post-game show brought to you by New Holland Brewing Company, Sabbath Coffee Roasters, Soroki's, and 1800. Come to Hayes Social this weekend. I'll buy your first beer. Womp, womp.
Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts Woodward Sports.
So just to get the heated steering wheel, I also had the spring for the bigger rims.
Yeah, that's how they get you. Those upgrades will cost you an arm and a leg every time.
Hey, new car crew, how'd it go this weekend? I got a great deal on mine.
How?
I went to Randy Wise, not those other guys. They got me in a great new ride, and they didn't break my budget. Hey, could you pass me the sugar?
How?
Never mind.
He made the wise choice.
Yep.
Make the wise choice at randywisechevy.com.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit. You have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper, tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
So when you run a great business for over 50 years, you expand and offer more products to more people. It's exactly what Les Stanford did by adding Les Stanford Buick GMC. The same great service to customers come to know and trust. I'm Woodward Avenue, just south of 9 Mile. Check out Les Stanford in Dearborn and Dame. Find the brands you want at lesstanford.com. Les Stanford, together, let's ride.
Slappy313 says, look like the freaker that lives at the end of my street.
Hey.
Or end of my road.
Could be me. Speaking of which.
What's a freaker? I
don't know. I'm womping. We got freak parties, freak offs. Speaking of, I don't know if I want to put this business out there because he might come back and kill me, but my neighbor got arrested yesterday.
Get the fuck out.
There was 10 cop cars on the street.
For you know.
I guess my friend said there's a lady in the street screaming, and they put her in the gurney and took her out, and my dad and my other neighbor, my boy Adam, that lives on the other side, said they saw the lady in the street screaming, and then him getting put in handcuffs in the cop car. And when I pulled up, it was after I worked out, so it'd been 2 hours, and the cops were still out there. And
is he old?
No, he's probably I would say mid-30s, because he
your age.
He's only lived your age. He's only lived there for a year now, because it used to be this old my whole life. My whole life there, it was this old lady, but she passed, and her son. Her son sold it, and this new guy bought it. And moved in. He's only been there for a year, but yeah, it was. Not a lot happens in Centerline. I mean, people get shot all the time.
Do you know his name?
Yes.
Don't say it. Do not say it.
I don't want to dox him.
No, don't dox him. Type in an old Google machine. Let's do that.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I guess my boy Adam, his girlfriend,
did.
You can buy a background check on him for $4.
All day?
Yeah,
what do you mean?
I think we're going to.
Kind of have to.
Womp womp.
So, I wonder.
That's womp.
Do you know what I'm thinking?
I think he killed his wife. I mean, I don't want to say it, but his wife was cool. He was. I mean, he knows.
You really think he killed his wife?
No.
Oh.
Check it out.
What do you think?
I don't know. Like I said,
can we have bets right now?
I didn't really know the guy. I had a couple interactions with him, just here or there. I'm
thinking,
getting home at the same time. He seemed like a normal dude.
10 cops, one place.
They always do.
They always do. It's true.
You know what would be the craziest shit that I always think about? It's traumatized me almost. That guy in Ohio that had those 2 girls locked up in his house. He was a school bus driver, and just your entire life you're just fucking hey neighbor,
yeah, that
grill in the backyard.
Crazy.
Yeah, bro, what the fuck?
That shit is crazy.
That was
I'm pretty sure this guy
story.
When we went camping for my boy's bachelor party, we went on the river one day, and we went and got the tubes from this place. This guy, super sketchy, classic Youper weirdo that lives in the woods.
This was yesterday?
Yesterday he got arrested, yeah.
I'm sorry.
But this guy, he was old, balding at the top, long white hair, scruffy beard, wore, a flannel and jeans, and like he was trying to freak us out. And my boy Darius had to poop, so he like went to walk into the place, and the guy was like, no, like don't go in there, and like yelled at him and was like, COVID restrictions. This was like 2022, so like,
guy's sketchy.
First of all,
Not
COVID
even a
never
thing
made
anymore.
it to the UP. Second off, it was over by then, so we were like, he might have like somebody chained up in there, like that he doesn't want us to see. He was a sketchball for
That's
sure. We popped like
terrifying.
4 of his tubes on accident, like because he warned us. He was like, "This ain't your mama's Osabo." When he was talking about the river, he was right. It was vicious. There was rapids. There was rocks. We were getting thrown around. It was not like a leisurely river trip. It was like a team building experience. But
White dude, black dude?
White guy.
Well, it's not this guy. I'm trying to figure out what the hell happened.
I mean, Centerline's a small city, so there couldn't have been too many arrests yesterday.
I was guessing maybe some pedo stuff.
I mean, we were talking Diddy.
Could have been a Diddy.
They're
Diddy clone.
grabbing his computers and shit.
Could have been the supplier of the baby oil.
I'm invested now.
I'm glad my dad didn't yell at him. My dad was going to yell at him.
I mean, he's a pedophile.
Because
we don't know.
What if they got? What if they got the wrong guy? Never know.
That's
True. Innocent until proven guilty. Like
That's
I said, seemed like a
nice guy.
normal guy.
Seemed like a nice murderer.
All right,
pedo.
relax. I've only talked to him a few times. I wasn't chilling with the guy or anything like that.
That's your man.
That's your man.
They got your man.
They got your man.
That shit's so funny, dude. I love that video. But yeah, we'll see. The UP, great place to visit for real, says that guy up north. It's true. Love the UP. Womp womp. All right, what are we doing now? We might
IRS
as well just go to
agent
break.
charged in 2023 deaths of wife.
What?
That's not Michigan though.
No. Look up Centerline.
I did.
That's your man.
That's your man.
Dude.
You cracked the brew
You
with
be
that
hanging
guy.
with.
You be hanging with.
That guy you be hanging with? Dude, that's a funny ass video.
Oh shit, this might be. No.
Let's go to break. Tell us
Yeah.
about merch, Chris.
Let me tell you about merch.
womp.
Are you tired of the same old Detroit sports? Head on over to woodwardsports.com, click that shop tab there, and get yourself some brand new merch. They got hoodies, tees, hats, all that guaranteed to turn heads. So head on over to woodwardsports.com by clicking that shop tab and getting yourself some brand new Detroit sports merch.
Merch.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists. Enjoy a precision haircut, hot lather neck shave, scalp and neck massage, and a hot towel treatment to top it off. Enter for your chance to win the $50,000 Perfect Bracket Challenge. With more than 25 Metro Detroit locations, there's always a Lady Jane's near you. Lady Jane's Haircut for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Womp womp.
Attention, sports fans. I like them. Don't miss out on expert sports injury insights with Dr. Jeff Pierce of Michigan Sports and Spine. Join Dr. Pierce every Tuesday during Big D Energy and Thursdays during Amani Edwards, where he offers top-notch injury advice. Trust the guy that DMAC trusts. Dr. Jeff Pierce is here to keep you in the game and performing at your best. For more information, visit MichiganSportsandSpine.com or call 248-426-9944.
Guys, if you know, I'm just kidding. Let us know what's going on.
What? Oh, you were going to say
yeah.
In Centerline.
All right, Chris. It's time for Chris's fashion segment.
Hey!
That was cash.
That was cash.
Heard that one.
That's cash.
Okay, yeah. He's going to hit a finger roll.
He's going to miss
God,
this.
look.
That's why
I'm
I'm
looking
leaving the
at it.
camera on.
No way. Dude, it almost did because it bounced off the window pane.
All right.
Guess that's why they call it window pane.
That was cash. Now this is trash. Look at this Pistons jersey. They brought back their city And they did the cream colored jersey again. And look, I just gotta say this.
Cream City. Shout out Diddy.
You're fired! Was Big Sean responsible for this? Big Sean, man.
He was.
Big Sean.
He's also responsible for that album he put out.
That album, look, I'm not gonna bash. It wasn't it, but I'm not gonna bash it as hard as everybody else. But you know that album wasn't it, and these jerseys aren't it. You're about this close. Kendrick, get this man, bro. I want this guy out of here. This is trash.
Is he the Womp of the Week?
Dude, this is definitely the Womp of the Week. This is Womp Womp. Look at this.
Yeah,
look at this.
It's not bad, bro. It ain't bad.
It's not even our colors. It's not even our
It's
colors.
got the bad boy black and orange.
They're not that bad. They could be a lot better.
No,
they're not like. Wait, put that back out there.
They're almost as bad as the gray tire jerseys that they did back in the day. The Motor City. Those were trash. This
You
ain't
like
much
those too?
better.
I don't think the Pistons have put out a bad jersey in years.
This is Womp.
This is the second. The Pistons one is the second best on this graphic.
Who's first?
Probably the Magic.
What's the bottom right one?
Yeah,
Minnesota.
I don't
Minnesota looks stupid.
Minnesota.
Indy looks
Like
stupid.
Minnesota.
Cleveland and then whatever area code that is, those look stupid. The Magic one looks it kind of looks like the Spurs.
5280 is that?
Bro, the Kelsey brothers are cleaning up.
So actually, I can zoom this out a little bit, and you can see there's more to it. There's more jerseys. I just zoomed in for the Pistons.
One thing I gotta say is why the hell did
the
we?
Pistons got the top 3 on all of these.
I mean, there's a lot of Womps in here, but the Pistons are a Womp too.
I don't mind them.
I don't hate them, but I think that I don't know why they never or why they brought back the teal just to run away from it again. Honestly, I would have kept the teal.
They were held captive by the Boomers.
Yeah.
Teal means bad.
Yeah.
Like
Well, we got rid of the teal and then we lost 28 straight games.
Yeah.
So
it's true.
And to be fair, I mean the teal era was bad, and you know what? This era was worse. So
That is also
exactly.
So like you can't be like you disgraced the teal like.
Dude, Jelly Roll's getting commercials now. Can I get a commercial?
I got three
tickets.
Three tickets to Jelly Roll. Hit me up.
I'm good.
I can't name you a single Jelly Roll song.
Single Jelly Roll song.
Could you? Caleb could for sure.
Yeah.
It wasn't up to Jelly Roll out there, boy.
His second album wasn't as good as his third album, but his first album
I'm a
was
little
the
bit
best.
country.
That's the Caleb.
What's
thing.
what's Jelly Roll? Like, what's his biggest song that like we might know?
The Eminem one.
Yeah, the one with Eminem.
What?
What's it called?
The one Nick's singing right now, Save Me.
I don't think I've ever heard
Will you sing? I can't hear Nick. All right, actually, I'll put my headphones on.
Yeah, sing it, Nick.
No, I'm not singing it.
Come on, you just started.
Sing it. It was good.
Somebody save me.
That's his biggest song?
I don't think
I
I've
he was
ever
big
don't
heard
know. I'm
before that
not the
Eminem
biggest
song.
Jelly Roll fan.
Listen to it out in
He's
Richmond,
got
don't they?
he's got some straight songs.
Listen
I
to Jelly
can't
Roll
think
out
of
in
the
Richmond, don't they?
Richmond? What are you talking about?
Or Romeo?
Who the
Same-
fuck
same
lives in
dick.
Richmond?
Is it your rival?
What?
No.
No.
Eisenhower. They're
I got
alright.
cracked at Eisenhower. I'll never forget.
My cousin went to Eisenhower.
They're really good this year. Their high school team.
Hey, Dakota,
we
Dakota's
cracked
better.
them. We went there for the homecoming.
Dakota's better.
I hate Dakota.
Right on
shout out
kickoff,
Dakota.
the fucking
Shout out
fans
Dakota.
were like throwing signs at us, throwing like garbage at us and shit like that. Kicked the ball off to him. Fucking cracked that kid. The next time they scored in that possession, we were running off on kickoff. I got cracked. Fucking tall ass. It wasn't even a big kid. It was this tall, skinny white kid. Bro, I had snot fucking across my nose and shit. He just blindsided me.
Yeah, that was dude, kickoff hits. I love doing.
You think they make the kickoffs for high school safer? Than
Hell no. Let those kids die out there. But shout out to Dakota.
Yeah, shout out.
Shout out. What?
Dakota High School. I think
My
so.
cousin, Noah Raxter.
Y'all talking shit to each other?
He's playing. He plays defensive tackle, defensive end. He's out there getting work. He's a junior this year.
Nice.
There you go.
He's doing work. Yeah.
Is he a Jelly Roll fan?
I don't know. No, he's chill.
Somebody say.
No, he's chill.
Yeah, he's chill. He's a UFC guy. Loves UFC.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of UFC, we close it out with this. Sean O'Malley loses his belt, has his podcast, and you think it'd be Sean crashing out on the podcast, being like, sad or upset about like losing the title. No, it was this random guy you never knew existed until this moment. Can you play this video, Chris?
What?
This is crazy.
You
His
didn't
friend,
send it.
did I not send it?
Yeah.
That's no fun.
His so-called friend like threw him under the bus. Absolutely right.
No way, really?
Kinda, yeah. I guess like so. There's like an after party. To be those guys have like those after parties, shit like that. And
Play it and then show them all.
yeah, I mean I can find it. It's just right here. I also don't care
Somebody
that much.
save me.
This kid just crashed the fuck out though. He's like, you guys didn't invite me to the after party, and I was, yeah, dude. All right, fuck it. I'm going to find it.
Yeah, I need to see this now. We still got 4 minutes before Welp.
All right, talk about something doing right quick.
On that note.
On that note.
All right, no.
Go Tigers.
What's the biggest Jelly Roll song outside of that one? He's been around for a minute.
Dude, I don't know the names of the songs. I literally
Just sing it.
still. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I'm not
dude.
necessarily a Jelly Roll
so
fan. I just
pissed
know.
off.
I keep telling me to sing it.
I don't listen to Jelly Roll, bro. You guys are both Jelly Rollers for sure.
Do you know
I'm
Caleb?
pulling up his Spotify.
No, I'm really
right
not. I'm honestly not a Jelly Roll fan.
You're lying.
Lonely Road,
Never heard of it.
Losers.
Never heard of it.
No, that's on Post Malone's
Wild
country
Ones?
album. That album is fire. I'm telling
Post
you.
Malone's gas. I love Post Malone.
Post Malone's
Wild
country album
Ones,
is great.
Somebody save me. I'm
Zach
not
Bryan
okay.
is a good album.
I do not like Zach Bryan.
He's
I
better
do
than
like
Post
Zach
Malone.
Bryan.
I'm telling you, give Post Malone's album a try.
I'm telling you,
great.
no.
Hey, just so you boys know,
100%
Shabuzi opening for Jelly Roll.
Shabuzi.
Oh, wow.
Shabuzi.
Someone, dude.
I guess he got the biggest song.
I remember.
The longest ranked #1 in country right now.
I seen
Shabuzi?
It's a dope show. You
Before
can see a good
before it
performance
blew up,
and get home early.
Before the song blew up, it was I saw like it was getting thrown around Instagram Reels, like you know how artists try to hype this shit now, like unknown artists.
Yeah.
And I saw one of the first comments was, "I ain't listened to a song from a motherfucker named Shabuzi." Dude. That shit made me laugh. I love Instagram comments too. What kind of name is Shabuzi, man?
No, that is a crazy
It's a
name.
wild man. It's a good song. Great song.
Never knew that he was Shabuzi until.
Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey.
Everybody at the bar get
tipsy.
Oh.
Allegedly,
Butchering all the lyrics today.
allegedly, Adrian Nunez gave him that song. I don't know if you
who
guys
that is.
remember. He's
No.
like some TikToker that used to play for Michigan basketball.
Dunker.
Yeah, well, he gave Shabuzi that song. So what's up, Chris? Who knows the most about music in this
Yeah,
room?
eat shit, Chris.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
Double shot of
I'm actually
whiskey.
disappointed in myself because I'm a big Shabuzi.
So is
fan, but-
Shabuzi from Michigan then? How would he have met Adrian Nunez?
TikTok.
Yeah.
You got the video?
There's a thing called the internet, old man.
Yeah. You don't gotta mail
Hey
your
Rachel,
friends.
you want to get dick down proper like?
One fucking thought was made about me, and I fucking made the press conference fucking massive. I fucking went to Marab and Aljo to their face and backed up my shit talk, and I said "fuck you" to their face. And their Georgians followed me back to the fucking hotel. I could have got my ass beat. I told you and Bebo. Multiple times I told you and Bebo. Bebo ghost everybody.
Let me
Bro.
ask you this, Schmidt.
Star Wars
So in
robot?
your mind,
I'm waiting.
no,
I'm waiting for a
no,
message.
I know. In your mind, you think we don't want Schmidt at the after party.
Obviously, and you know how hard it was.
Why
to
would
where
we-
I'm sitting in
Bro.
my room sad because you.
One eternity later.
I was just trying to not add any stress.
That's where I have a problem though. Just because when he said we were talking before the fight, he goes, Brendan, Brock, and all them, they won't get in. They know. So like he says he doesn't want to get into the club and isn't mad about that. But then before you were making the big thing of like how they know they can't get into the club, but you wanted to make sure you got in. And
Yeah,
now I'm the bad guy because I didn't text Schmitty.
Well, and Bebo, because I told Bebo, I'm like, because
Fuck
I
Bebo.
knew I told
God
you
damn
I
it,
didn't want to
Bebo.
make it a big deal.
You did say that.
And don't be mad at me, bud, because I also,
But
yeah, and I was also hurt because I did a lot of stuff for him too. I did a lot of
that's
stuff
the
for
whitest
you, and I
crash
was nice to
out
you,
I've ever
and
seen in
you
my
did
life.
that.
I said, "Fuck you, man."
Because I'm sad.
Click on my ass,
I
dude.
haven't replied because I've been sad.
Freak off,
Freak
dude.
off, dude.
It's okay.
Oh my god.
That was sad. That was really sad. But
That was sad.
I guess that's how we'll end it. He is pretty sassy.
Who?
Leo Cromartie said he's sassy AF. He's a little, that dude. He's a
Oh,
little-
him?
Yeah. I don't know. The guy yelling about Bebo. Whatever the fuck his name
You
is.
said he. It could have been.
I mean, the guy that we were just talking about.
You said he, and you looked at him.
Yeah, he is sassy too. But that'll do it
That
for
was
us today.
sassy.
Appreciate
Hey, Rachel,
you
you
watching.
right to my freak out.
Smash the like button.
Go
for
Tigers.
Easy, for Nick, for Caleb, for Chris. I'm Spenny. We're the heavyweights. We'll see you guys later. Peace.
Smash the like button. You want to get invited to the freak out.
Go Tigers.
Respectful.